All right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Is it ready on the bed? We're gonna keep it steady. Oh, we're gonna do you. To entertain you, if it's today. Today's the day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages. Welcome to the show! And as usual, we're going to start like we always do with our super mega ultra hardcore THX certified George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, and Peter Jackson approved special effects extravaganza. All right. When I turn that on, can you guys at home even tell that I did something? Hey, she got her lights on too. All right. How you doing, Ray?
I am tired. How are you?
Yeah, kind of the same. But hey, you know what? That's one of the things that I like about the idea that, again, this is only our second episode where we're trying this, but it seemed to work really well last time. Taking a 1 day a week off from Frauditors to just hang out and just talk about fun stuff. You want to do roll call? See who's here today.
Let's do it.
Greg Jonick. All right. Here's your hand to dance, Greg. All right, yes. JC Landry is here. What's up? Good to see you. The one, the only. Highway Star, yeah. All right. Cliff Hickson is here. G'day, Hez. Won't be here long. Going to bed soon after a big birthday doing nothing. All right.
Happy birthday, Cliff, if you're still here.
Yes. You know, sometimes doing nothing is the best. There was one time I remember, this was a few years ago, but I had a job. I was working in a fertilizer factory, and literally I would stack like 50-pound bags of fertilizer. I'd stack a pallet, get on the forklift, load it on the truck, stack another pallet. And I did that like 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. It was heavy duty work. And when I got some vacation time and I took a day off, I literally did nothing on my day off. I mean, I was on the couch and it was like, other than going to the bathroom, I did nothing. It was so awesome. When you work that hard, having a day to, like, I know, like, you know, that could get really boring really fast if that was every day. But when you're working that hard, that long, and you get a day off, it's like, I'm just gonna not. What are you doing? I'm not. It was great. Greg Jonick, all right. Let's see. Little Chihuahua, big world. Oh, highway stock, Casey Landry. David E. Persons is here. All right. What up, G? Little Chihuahua, Landry, Cliff Hickson. Doc Leno is in the house. What's up, Doc? Good to see you. Rube Maximilian, the resident janitor, has arrived. Let's see. Highway Star, Greg Jonick, Rube. Cynthia Karen Shaw. All right. What's up? Andrew Forrest is also here. Yo, everyone, I'm going to have to get up earlier to be first. That's a fact of the window. What? Or were you just saying hello?
No, I was thinking he's going to have to, like, probably kidnap Greg Jonick and lock him up if he wants to be first.
Right? Frauditor Watch, what's up? Good evening, Rashies. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful Ray. Darn, I forgot my name, dagnabbit. Hello, everyone. Hello, name. Hello, Mr. No Name. Let's see. Dib is in the house.
Dib. Email Hezekiah with your address. You won a prize yesterday.
Yeah, I think I got a message from Dib already, didn't I?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely. Yes. Congratulations. Congratulations to all the nations who said, Terry Barnes, God bless you. Let's see. Little Chihuahua, Terry Barnes. The mole in the hole.
Not late. Oh, we're pizzaing already. Pizza. I gotta find it. Pizza.
It's the only word that rhymes.
Yep. Ow.
Dagnabbit, I did it wrong. Hold on, let me fix it. There you go.
There you go. Pizza.
All right. That also, by the way, just no, go ahead, hon.
That's the only word that rhymes.
Yeah. No, that actually is a close-up also on Lou Malnati's. It's their smaller version, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not the deep dish, but
right.
Still delicious.
Yes. Child in Time said, Highway Star said, I better chime in and hit that like button. That's right. Robert Thomas, good morning. Ray and Hez, good morning to you.
Good morning.
David Lee, good morning, Rash. All right, you tired of the Van Halen jokes yet? Chuck is here. I'm sneezelating. Hold on.
He's having so many issues this morning. Holy cow. Well, we'll wait for him to get back. I guess it's better than pizza, right? I don't know. Which is better, you guys, that he pizzas or that he sneezes?
It's all better than sneezing on a pizza.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll never do that. That's rude. We'll never sneeze on a pizza. Yeah. Yeah, that Lou Malnati's pizza, that's their, like what they call the thin crust. And it's still, that's how we cut it here. Or not here. I don't live there anymore. Why do I say here all the time? It's how they cut it there in Chicago.
Here's a funny story about that. So my mom, because we're from Chicago,
Yeah.
she goes to the restaurant. This was like, I think maybe 2 months ago, and orders a pizza. And she's thinking in her head she wants it cut in squares, not triangles, because that's how they do it in Chicago. Like, you don't, it's not a thing. Cutting triangles, it's not a thing. They cut it in squares. So she thought Chicago style meant cut it in squares. So she goes to the place, she orders a Chicago style pizza, and they give her this big honking deep dish pizza. And she's like, I want it. What is with this deep? I'm like, that's Chicago style. You don't say Chicago style and think they're gonna know you mean cut it in squares. Like, no, that's not a thing.
No, like when I want it cut in squares, which I don't do because they really don't understand what I'm talking. They're like, huh? You have to tell them that you want thin crust, but you want it cut in squares. But generally I don't because they just don't.
They don't know how to do it.
They don't get it. Yeah. So if you want to cut in squares, you just got to do it yourself. Tell them don't cut it and then just bring it home and do it yourself.
Right. And for me, growing up with that, it never made sense to me not to, because there was always somebody who preferred the middle pieces and someone who preferred the end pieces.
Yeah.
When you cut them in triangles, there are no middle pieces or end pieces. They're all the same.
No, you got to eat the same. Yeah. I don't know. You guys should try it. Try it sometime. Try cutting it in triangles. I bet you'll find that you like the middle pieces without all that crust on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Or the opposite if you prefer the
opposite. Yeah.
And that's when it becomes great to share a pizza. Like, you get one person who likes the middles and one who likes the ends. There's no argument over who gets what piece. Anyway, stuff. Chuck said good morning. Good morning, Chuck. Like the guitar.
It's still pizza.
Yes. Carrie T. All right. Little Chihuahua. Lisa Alcazar. What's up? Goof morning. That's what we like to do. Goof off in the morning. Have fun with you guys. Mulling a hole, ducking a hole, Lisa. Society Red is here. Rooster Cogburn is here. The Little Chihuahua, Founder Watch, Robert Thomas. Mulling a hole, Society Red, Rooster Cogburn. The Internet God has arrived. What? No.
It's still pizza no matter how you cut it. It's still pizza.
He said, but pizza geometry is very complicated.
It isn't. There's more complicated things in the world. I mean, square or triangle cut pizza or square cut pizza. It's still pizza.
That's right. Brian Showman's here. All right. And we're all caught up with the hellos. Yeah. So getting back to the important stuff. So when that was like my own family, my son and I, we were always perfect when we ate a pizza together because he only liked the middles. I only liked the ends. So like I said, you don't argue over who gets what piece. I eat the end pieces. He eats the middle pieces. Problem solved. No argument. It was great.
And then there's those cute little itty bitty corner pieces.
The corner pieces were always my favorite.
They're so cute,
Oh my goodness. And it was so quick and easy too. Well, I guess triangles would be as well. But when I worked in a pizza place in Chicago, the way we cut the pizzas is we had a knife, but it was like this big, huge knife and super thick. And
so wasn't it bowed in the middle? So
you would just
yep.
Shoot.
So simple, yeah.
Shoot. 5 seconds, you get your pizza all cut up perfect.
Yeah, it was cool. Those knives were cool.
Yep. Awesome, awesome, awesome sauce. And the sauce is the boss. So yeah, Tuesdays just hang out and chill and talk day. Talk about fun stuff. And I guess we're starting off the show talking about food and pizza and stuff. Um, so what else? So you see, this is the thing. Both Ray and I are from Chicago. So we're foodies on a Chicago level, which you know, people who aren't from the city don't know. And it's funny too, because like living out here, for example, like I said, you try to order something Chicago style, and they either have no idea what you're talking about, or they think they know, and they're wrong.
There's nothing. There's no such thing here.
Right.
No such thing. They don't even want to give you meat here. So
Right. Aren't you a vegetarian? No.
no.
Oh.
So what?
Okay.
Yeah. It's like I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
But I like T-bone steaks and pork chops. Steak.
Well, I have to eat more protein than I do anything else. So I eat meat. Sorry, I do. Sorry.
Yeah, it's good
To
for you.
offend anybody for eating how I was supposed to eat as a person with the DNA of a Homo sapien. But you know,
No. Houston hard hitters. Good morning. Good to see you. So anyway, yeah, it's like okay. So there's certain things like Chicago is known for its food culture. You know, that's one of the things that was great about growing up in the city, especially when we did. You know, when
yeah,
we were kids, they still had the Maxwell Street stuff going with their Polish sausage sandwiches and their pork chop. Ah, forget it. Uh,
yeah. Pork chop sandwiches.
oh, so good.
You've had those, right?
Oh yeah. Yep, yep. And of course, when you're talking about the when you're talking about Chicago style food, the beef sandwich. Oh, the Italian beef sandwich. Oh,
And not from like Bona Beef or Portillo's, not anywhere like that. But you're like your hole in the wall corner hot dog place will
yep.
always have the best. Well, it'll have the best food. It'll have the best hot dogs. It'll have the best beef sandwiches.
The burgers,
You
the year.
know, burgers, gyros. Oh my gosh, I miss it. You make me want to come on.
We gotta get a good euro.
I gotta go home like and get just food. Like, good
Well, it's
Chicago
funny
food.
because like when Wendy's started serving euros, I was all excited.
Mm-mm.
So I went there and I ordered one, and then I got it, and it had like
It's the
lettuce
fake.
on it.
Yeah, and it's the fake meat.
I'm like, what the heck is
Yeah,
this? This ain't a euro.
it's that fake meat.
Yeah,
It's not. Yeah.
but I used to when I was in high school. I know I've told you this story before, but I don't know if I've told it on the air. When I was in high school, there was this like you said in Chicago was always those little joints, not the chains that everyone's heard of. And you go in, and there was this place right next to the school, and you go there and you'd order a euro, and the guy would cut the meat because they always had it on the spit, and they cut it right off the spit onto the pita, and he would cut it super thick. So you'd end up with like this tiny little pita and like a pile this high of meat on top
That
of it.
was 2 or 3 meals for me. Because
Yes.
I'd have to eat like just nothing but the meat for a while, and then I'd come back later for another meal and eat the pita and the rest of the meat.
Yep.
Oof.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with you. Much better than a Philly cheesesteak. I'm not a fan of Philly. I hope that Will isn't here, but I'm not a fan of Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. I just not. I can't help that. But I know nothing against them or people eating them. I'm just not a big fan of them.
Another thing that I learned real fast is the like because when I got married and I moved up north for my job was the first time I was outside of the city, like especially when I was in Wisconsin. I'll never forget the first time I found outside of the city one of those little hole in the wall joints. And I walked in
In
there and
Wisconsin?
in Wisconsin, yeah.
Must have been in Kenosha.
What?
The little hole in the wall place that you found.
Yeah, I don't remember what town it was in. I don't know. But anyway, the point of the story is I'll never forget the first time I walked into one of those places, and I didn't even look at the menu because I'm from the city. It's always the same thing, you know. So I figured they would have it, and they had the big pictures of the Italian beefs on the window.
Ugh.
So I walked in there, and I get up to the counter, and I said, "Yeah, give me a combo." And they said, "A what?" And a combo, you know. What's that? An
They didn't know
Italian
what that.
sausage covered with Italian beef? On a
Yeah, they
bun?
didn't know what that was.
They had no idea what I meant.
Then it's
Combo.
not real. It's not real Chicago food. Then they would
Right,
know what that
exactly.
was. Yeah.
You got to get the combo. Oh, man. Oh, man. Italian sausage. And then I would always get it with the sweet and hot, and then have it dipped in the Aussie.
Oh
Oh,
no, I like it dry. I like the hot peppers, but I like it dry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or the jardiniere. Oh,
I like the hot pepper, hot jardiniere. Oh, the
yeah.
hotter the better. Yeah.
Hmm. And that's another thing. You get your authentic Chicago style hot dog. It always has a couple little sport hot peppers on there.
Mm-hmm.
Pickles, onions, mustard. Oh, baby.
Stop it. You make me
Relish.
like crazy. Been dying to have food from home, you know.
Yeah.
Just not the same here with food. I mean, Chinese food here sucks. It's like the only good thing you're getting here is fish, you know, it's so close to the ocean.
You mentioned Chinese food. I can't do it anymore because, again, there's so many stories that like I've told you that I don't remember if I said them on the air or not before. So I'll tell it again, especially because this just came up last night. Where I'm at right now, there's an all-you-can-eat Chinese joint, like literally right there, right down the street, and it was like $5 per person. Good morning, Hez and Ray, and everyone. The Batshit Crazy Girl. So anyway, so yeah, it was right down the street from here. $5 for lunch, $6 for dinner. All you can eat Chinese restaurant. We used to go there all the time. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Yesterday they got shut down by the health department. So we ain't
Oh
going there
no.
anymore.
No, I would think not. I don't go to Chinese buffets though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I always feel like
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, they got shut down by the health department, so your feelings would have been correct.
Yeah. But I'm not a fan of buffets to begin with because of that. You know, germs
Right, and the
people are
other
like,
people touching and yeah, yep.
what's this? You know, I know they have those the supposed guards and stuff, but I don't know. And then they let their kids slap around over there and stuff. It's like, I'm sorry, no.
Well, and especially like with the kids, like I could in my head, like I could see like a kid like pick up a piece of pizza and look at it and not want that one, so put it down, and then so now other people come up and grab one somebody else already touched. Yeah.
Yeah, you know how kids are. They're always like,
Yep.
you know.
Rooster brought something up. My thing was Green River. I used to love Green River. You can't get that outside of the city at all. I found one place in Wisconsin that sold it. It was a Piggly Wiggly, and it was specifically the Piggly Wiggly in Elkhorn. All the other Piggly Wigglies
You know
didn't
where
carry
you
it.
can
The one in
find Green
Elkhorn
River?
did. Huh?
You know where you can find Green River? Gotta go all the way to Atlanta to the Coca-Cola factory museum. They'll give you Green River.
Yeah. But I mean, it is still a thing. It still exists. You could still buy it. They still make it, but it's like very localized, you know. Kind of like White Castle. There's still White Castle restaurants, but unless you live near one, good luck finding one, you know.
Yeah, I don't
I know that's not your favorite. I'm just saying, like in terms of
It's so smelly.
availability. Smelly.
Like I can't get past the fact that it's so smelly.
See, I grew up on White Castle. That was like the thing because when my dad was in the wedding band, especially again back when we were younger, before everything was open 24 hours out there. White Castle would be the only place that was open when after a gig. So he would always stop and get a big old bag of White Castle on the way home, and that would be our dinner. So every night that he had a gig, we didn't eat because we knew he's going to come home with a big old bag of White Castle. So it became like a tradition in our house, like eat White Castle at night.
I know, but we didn't really have a lot of fast food growing up.
Right.
Excuse me, hold on.
No problemo. Yeah, yes. Mm.
But yeah, we didn't have a lot of fast food growing up. So like, of course, I wasn't going to have White Castle, things
Right.
like that. I mean, I don't think we ever really lived near one.
I'm
Can you
sorry, I
hear
missed
me?
the very last thing you said.
I said
We
I don't
didn't eat a
even
lot of
think we.
fast food, but then what?
I don't think we lived near a White Castle at all.
Oh, right. See, and that's the thing. Again, it's so localized with them. There's even now there's a limited number of locations. So like we just happened to live right by one, and my dad had to drive past it on his way home from his gig every weekend. So that was one of the things that was really cool was that my dad's band, the the saxophone player in the band was the manager of a wedding reception hall. So since he was the manager of the reception hall, he would very often book his band to play there. So they always were playing in pretty much, well, I mean, they traveled all over, but they had a very regular, steady amount of gigs in the same location. So that's why you always passed the same places going to and from and practice every week. They'd always practice there. And that was the other thing that was great about them having him be the manager of the place is the band could practice on the stage they're going to perform on. And they were able to set everything up. I'm from Chicago and I also miss White Castle. That's right. Harold and Kumar, man. Harold and Kumar.
Then she would know about the food too. She knows all about the food from Chicago,
Yeah,
White
you know
Castle
about the
can't
hot
be the only
dogs.
thing you miss,
Right. The beef sandwiches. Oh man, and then like the tacos. The tacos. I thought because tacos aren't a Chicago thing or a Midwest thing that I could go anywhere and get a good taco. One
Nope.
place around here sells good tacos, and it's like $3 a taco or more. You get 2 tacos for like $6 or something. In Wisconsin, I was buying them by the dozen for $11.
The only good place out here, from what I understand, is Del Taco. So
That's Taco Bell.
basically, but it's supposedly good. I've never.
It's not good tacos.
I've never eaten it, so I don't know.
It's not. Well, okay. If you're talking about actual tacos, like real Mexican tacos, where you just got your steak and your onions and your cilantro on a corn tortilla, no, you ain't gonna get that at Del Taco.
No. But I do miss like street tacos and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
Delicious street tacos.
I remember I'd be walking down the street in Bridgeport, and they'd have the big speakers outside of the stores playing the mariachi music. And like you said, they'd always have the dudes out there selling the food and stuff. That was a great time. Great time. Oh man, have a lot of fun out there.
Yeah, my sister, when she moved out to Carpentersville, she used to have a lady who would make tamales and then go door to door and sell them for $1 a piece. And my sister would get so excited, and she's like, "You don't understand. This woman's tamales, they're better than any restaurant I've ever been in." She used to just like get so many of them. This woman would run out. I'm like, she could have her own business. Why does she only come around once in a while?
I'll tell you what. Just based on what you just said, I think everybody had somebody they knew that made their homemade tamales, because that was always like you said, you're like, she made a batch. She made a batch. You go out there, you find them, and sometimes you'd have the abuela come with their big old bag of tamales. Hey, what? Yeah, everybody. Or if you were at work and they brought some of the extra ones to work. Oh, yes, we're having tamales for lunch today. Oh, that was always so exciting. Yep.
Yeah, it's oh man, you miss stuff like that. The
Yeah.
neighborhoods and the food, and there's so many ethnicities, and
Yep.
true melting pot of food.
That's exactly right. And like my neighborhood specifically was so Polish that we also had like
How Polish was it? No, just kidding.
it was so Polish that I could walk within walking distance of my house was a Polish. It wasn't a restaurant. It was like, but I mean, they just served food. You just walk in there and they'd be behind the counter and you tell them what you want. But it was like all homemade dumplings and pierogies and gravy smothered pork chops and just, oh, forget it. So good, so good, so good. And you get those, like, oh, I don't even want it. Like, like, oh, the gwunki and the, oh, all
I
the
miss
great
I
things.
miss Polish bakeries with
Yes,
the I'm probably not saying it right, but the punchkis and the when
bunchkis.
punchki
Yep.
day, Fat Tuesday, punchki day,
Yep.
where you go and just lines out going
Yes.
through for every bakery. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh.
My neighborhood bakery was a Polish bakery. It was called Weber's. And
Hmm.
not only did they have the best damn cakes in the world, like whenever it was somebody's birthday, we always got the cake from Weber's. But they're like you can get buttercream, but if you got it with whipped cream, I mean the caveat would be you'd have to refrigerate it. But who cares? They made their own damn whipped cream in house. Like they whipped cream. Like
Yeah, it's the best, man. Oh my gosh.
oh man. Ooh-wee. You order a strawberry shortcake there, they just fresh strawberries that you see them cutting them on. And oh man, so much good stuff. So much good stuff. And like you said, there'd be lines out the door to get in there to buy your stuff, man. You'd have to order ahead of time.
Yeah,
Mm, yep,
especially on Fat Tuesday, you'd have to order them like months in advance
yep.
because you weren't gonna get them if you weren't there at 4 in the morning when they open. You just weren't gonna get them. Yeah, I love goulash too. That goulash is really good. I love sauerkraut too. But growing
Yes,
up in Chicago, Polish all around you, it's hard not to like sauerkraut.
yep. And that was the thing. We used to go and they'd have the big trays, all this all cut up and just
Pizza. Boom.
it's
Well,
pizza time.
okay, there you go.
Yay.
Hey.
How about them big old chocolate eclairs? Oh yeah,
Oh,
baby. Woohoo. Yeah. Oh
did
man.
you did you just like the bars or did you like the one with the cream in it?
Well, wouldn't that be
I know the ones with the one eclairs are the ones with the cream, but I think they just call them chocolate bars or whatever without the cream. Did
right,
you
right.
prefer
Well, like,
those or the ones with the cream?
the ones without almost just are like what you get at Dunkin Donuts. Like that's just dough and chocolate on top.
Yeah, but it also depends how they're made. They aren't
Yeah, where
made
you get
like
it
it.
from. Yeah,
Yeah, they're still
that's
made
true.
better at the bakeries than.
The one thing that we do have in my neighborhood here is a donut shop, a local hole in the wall donut shop that literally makes their own donuts. In fact, if you get there too late in the day, they won't have anything left because you have.
So
I, I didn't. You want to do the show?
Dunkin' Donuts, don't they make their own donuts? They have to
No,
make the
not
donuts.
anymore.
I thought they did.
They stopped that years ago.
Oh, bull.
No,
I
for
thought they
real.
still did make their own donuts and stuff.
Every morning they get a shipment in a truck of frozen donuts, and they take them out, put them on the shelf, and let them defrost so that by the time they open, they're room temperature.
Huh.
Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts. That's long gone.
Well, that's disappointing as all get out.
Yeah, that's why I don't shop at Dunkin' Donuts anymore unless I'm buying coffee.
Well, yeah, they have the best coffee. I'm sorry, I don't Screwbucks can go screw. I prefer hands over fist. I
Dunkin'
can't
Donuts.
speak this morning. I'm so tired. I
Dunkin' Donuts
prefer
coffee.
I need Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Damn.
Yeah, right.
Anyway. Wow.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, yeah, they don't make fresh donuts at Dunkin' Donuts at all anymore.
Look at it. Go to Australia.
Dunkin' Donuts are made in shop over here. Oh man. See, they stopped doing that in America a long time ago.
I'm gonna research that.
Yeah, for real. Because you used to be able to see the fry cook back there making the donuts. Not anymore. You just see him walk to the freezer and grab another
really
box.
Just disappointing.
Why do you think they don't play those? It's time to make the donuts commercials anymore.
I don't
Because
watch
they don't
TV
do that
anymore. I'm
No.
always working over here. How can I watch TV?
Well, I can't complain about you doing your job.
No, you can't.
Especially me, right?
Yeah.
I should be like, good.
Thank you.
That's right. Yeah, I'm not taking that chain off that chair until you're done with your work for the day.
Right? That's why they don't understand. I'm literally chained to my chair.
Good morning,
Who's this guy?
and all of the rest crew. What's that?
Who's this guy?
Never heard of him. Have we covered pizza yet? No, never even came up.
How do you pronounce that name? Graham?
It's Graham Garfield. Like Garfield the cat.
Well, welcome to the show, Graham Garfield. It's nice to meet you.
Oh man. Hey, I'll pay you double what I pay myself. Well, 0 times 2 is still 0.
Who's?
Doc Leno.
I pay you double that I pay myself. Come work for me and pay that. Pay me double, and I'm like, double 0 times 2 is still 0.
Yep. Oh my goodness gracious me. So yeah, so far we haven't gotten too far past food, but there's so much, especially like I say, being from the city. Oh,
we could talk about Chicago all day, but we bore these poor people to death,
Right. Well, let's see. Is there anyone I'm angry at the video you did on NorCal Cop Watch. He's a POS convicted felon and a career criminal.
Why are you angry about it? Did Hez do something wrong?
Probably angry at NorCal Cop Watch is what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought the video was. You know what? Somebody made the comment that it was worth that whole video just for the end, and I'll have to agree. It was a really long video. If you want my opinion,
keep it to a tight 15 minutes, but it was like almost 3 hours the original, so I had to cut it down. I got half an hour.
I know. It was like, holy cow, this guy is like a condescending piece of shit.
Yeah, Nikes.
And not just condescending, but he is downright mean.
Yep.
Like, he treats everybody in his life that way. If he puts that phone away, he still treats people that way. If he goes to McDonald's and orders a burger, he's that way. You know what I mean? And I just was like, oh my God, how can they just not just boot? Like I said, boot him the minute because it's not traditional public forum there. Not if they have students, not if it's, a learning environment that makes it a school. Okay. So again, that's not, it's a non-public forum, non-traditional public forum. You know what I mean? It's a private forum. It's not, he shouldn't have been allowed in there from the get.
Right.
She shouldn't have held the door for him and like, come on in. It's like inviting a vampire into your home.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, come on. So I just don't think he should have ever been allowed in there. And then for them to be nice, except for the one guy who I thought was amazing, following him around and getting under his skin, and I'm so triggered by that.
Right.
The rest of them being nice like that until the final no.
Yeah.
It was worth it all the way up until then.
Oh, yeah. Well, in the original video, he still sticks around for like another 20 minutes after that.
Yeah.
But that's the big thing for me, was that they never asked him to stop filming. Like when he first came in, they're like, "Oh, you're not supposed to film in there," but he had his camera on the whole time. They didn't call the cops. It was and that you get frustrated because they didn't,
Hi, NCR. You have a great day too.
All right.
But what they don't understand is he's like, "Well, you got to turn the work upside down if they're doing." No, dude, they're creating the privacy by booting you out of the office and shutting all the doors. People that are in the middle of their work should not have to turn it upside down, close all their windows on their computer, and wait for you to leave the office.
See, I want to go back to that and make a video that really hones in on that specific subject, because that's becoming more and more of their argument. Do happen.
Pizza. God, you're in it. Do you have storms coming or something? Anyway, it was a good video. Yeah, that you could do, like, hone in on that and point out how they're saying all the time, like, it's up to you to create. And why did he bring up HIPAA? I just want to say that HIPAA is in the medical field,
right?
Anyway, and then how come they're all like, you guys got to create the privacy? The onus is on you. I'm tired of that word, by the way, too. Onus. Do they even know what it means? They just heard it from somebody else, and oh, that sounds good. I sound smart. But they say the onus is on them to create the privacy. Well, they are. When they ask you to leave the office that isn't for you to be in, that's them creating the privacy. They aren't letting your camera in there. Why don't they get that?
Here's the thing, though. Here's what I'm saying. His specific argument he made there, and I've heard other auditors say this too, because the onus is on you to create the privacy, right? Okay, so I got my papers here. I got my screen here. I'm doing my job. I'm working, right? Guy comes in with a camera. I do what they want me to do. I close my computer and I flip my paper upside down. Now they're filming me saying, "Oh, look at these public servants not working, just sitting there not working. How come you're not doing your job that I'm paying you to do? Because your dumbass is filming me and you wanted me to close my screen and flip my paper over."
Yeah.
You can't win with these douche canoes, no matter what you do. That's why they're full of it.
No matter what. No matter what topic it is that they are complaining about, if you flip the other side of the coin and do what they ask, then they're complaining that you did the other thing that they asked.
Yep.
Like putting up signs. You put up a sign, if there's no law or statute attached, it's not valid. If you have a law or statute attached, then it becomes unconstitutional and they're not going to listen to it anyway.
Yep.
Well, you know what, dude? You don't need a sign. You don't. Nope. You don't need a sign.
All you need is a taser.
They don't need a sign. You don't need a sign. They can kick you out for privacy. You can be trespassed from a public building without breaking a law. All these damn false things that you say, they're not right. So how come if you can't get trespassed from a public building, y'all always get trespassed from public buildings?
Yep.
Please tell me that.
Yeah, and then they go to court and they fight 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 until it gets to a point where it's not worth it over a stupid trespass, and they dismiss the case. And then, see, I proved that it's legal to trespass because they dismissed
No, because a dismissal is not a win.
Right.
Dismissal is not a win.
Oh, well.
When you secretly make deals and don't tell your subs, that's not a win.
Right?
And you can't say that you're 9-0 LIAR when you're not, because remember that little letter you wrote to the cops and the trespassing case you lost? I think it was in Danbury.
So yeah.
You hired the 2 lawyers for $60,000 on a $90 fine. Yeah, go ahead and tell everybody you're 9-0 still.
Man, I hope it's just my allergies. My nose keeps running. I keep sneezing. Now I'm starting to get chest congestion. I might be getting sick. Let me take some vitamins.
You're a big baby.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Obviously,
It's called man flu. It's called man flu. How many weeks have I been sitting here coughing my lungs out with a runny nose and stuffy nose, and I'm still here like almost every day.
I'm here.
You go to the doctor and you just keep.
Well, I wouldn't go to the doctor over a cold.
Well, I mean, when you can't breathe, you go and get your inhaler, and then you just going on. You're like, oh man, I hope I'm not getting sick. Oh.
Well, obviously, there's different levels of illness, and mine is just like I don't feel comfortable right now. Ooh.
Mow and Hole, they do that all the time. They say when there's a parking lot and they say it's for authorized vehicles only, they're like, well, I can go in because I'm not a vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Well, you're obviously not someone who has a brain either, but here you are.
Yeah. They be so dumb.
Right, George? It is. It's like just fast forward till the cops come or they get arrested or trespass or don't, The middle is the same argument.
It really is. It really is.
So anyway, what's the next topic on our, not talk about Frauditors Tuesday that we just talked about Frauditors.
Right. Somebody brought up in the chat about the video and we're like, yeah, that guy did that. And then, yeah, well, that's the thing. That's what we do, right? So it's easy to fall back into it.
Yeah. So what's next?
By Tuesdays, take a day off of Frauditors.
Movies,
Rooster wants to go back to talking about food.
Music. No, it's making me
too hungry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here, talking about music. You know what? I was telling you this story before we went on the air, and I never got to finish. So I'll just start over and tell the story here while we're on. All
right. I don't remember, but okay.
Well, I never got to the point because I don't know if you do remember, but I was talking to you, and then I glanced at the clock, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be on the air. And then I just left the conversation and started the show. Okay. So last night, when I got done uploading the video that we were just talking about, all right, so let me go back for a second. A few days ago, I got a phone call out of the blue from a friend of mine who I haven't talked to in like 10 years. And we were talking for hours. It was really cool. He's a good guy, and we had a really, catching up 10 years worth of history. But at one point he was like, there are still some bands out there that are good. And he mentioned a band called Goose. Never heard of them. I don't know. It's a goose, right? Good for the goose, good for the gander. So I never even heard of these guys until just a couple days ago. And then yesterday I noticed they had a premiere and it was them playing live. So I'm like, oh, there you go. I'll check these guys out. 2-hour jam session. And it was awesome. It was amazing. And that's why when I came up on Will's stream, I put this was the emoji I used. Oh, I don't have it up here anymore. I got rid of it. Yeah. It was just a picture of me. Oh, there it is. Yeah. This is the emoji I used. I just showed up on his stream with this.
Yeah, mind blown.
And he's like, what's that? I said, I'm listening to Goose. And then Will was like, hey, if you know, man. And I was like, oh, cool. But yeah, it was like, wow. It was amazing. So I don't know, like they're a jam band, ultimately, I guess if you had to give them a Jason Gutterman, a genre, right? I don't know. What do you think of jam bands? You guys like jam bands, like Fish or Dave Matthews or Grateful Dead, that kind of stuff? Anyone?
Grateful Dead, sure. Dave Matthews, no. Come
Fish.
at, I dare you come at me, bros.
I will say though, I've seen the Dave Matthews Band live like 7 times because every
Why?
time, because every time the show was a little different, and it was, and they are really good. They can play
Play what?
music.
Oh, is that what you call? Okay.
Their drummer's one of the best in the business. I mean,
What?
you can't compare him to the guy from Tool or, Neil Peart, but
Or Rush?
rest in
Or
peace. Well, I just
no?
said Neil Peart, but rest in peace, Neil. Um,
Yeah.
well, yeah,
No.
Dana Carey from Tool. Now those are drummers, but the drummer from Dave
Or
Matthews Band,
Godsmack?
well, that's a whole different thing though. That's like more like on the metal end, These guys are more on the skill section, you know.
Well, I mean, if we're just talking about drummers, they're all the same. I mean, they're drummers. So,
Well, I mean, well, not because I listen to jazz, so I know all about good drummers. Gene
oh yeah, you
Krupa.
know all about good drummers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
When
you can't say that he's the best drummer. No, I'm just gonna
I
have to
didn't say he was the best. I didn't say he was the best. I said he's one of the best in the business.
one of the best. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to just disagree with you there. I'm sorry, I am. I'm just gonna have to disagree.
But
I don't find Dave Matthews to be anything spectacular in the genre of, that kind of music. I just don't. They didn't stand out to me. That's all.
Right.
You know.
Well, they didn't to me either until I saw them live.
Nah.
That was what sold me. I
Nah.
hate their albums, but their live albums I'll listen to.
Nah.
But anyway, I was talking about Goose. If
Yeah.
you like jam bands, I heard them last night and it was live. And whenever I watch a band play live, that's always a big thing for me, because especially nowadays with auto tune and everything being all DJs and pre-recorded and this and that, actually seeing a band perform live always gives me a better perspective on it. That's why, in fact, I think just like last week when me and you were talking, just in general, oh no, Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity is here. Boo. What's up, Artie? Good to see you. Damn crows. All right, good to see you, buddy.
It was a pretty subdued good morning, Uncle Artie. You okay?
Yeah, he's great.
Hey, Florida Jim. Hey, Leland. Sorry. Carl. How you doing? King Stew.
King Stew 2000. All right.
Chef M80.
Yes. Anyone hiring? Amazon's always hiring. As long as you pass the drug test, you're hired. Chef M80.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice. Very nice. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So, yeah, you like this band, Goose?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, again, it was because they had like a live thing last night. It was like a 2-hour stream. It was really awesome. So yeah, just vibing to that. But then that got me thinking about like a lot of these different things nowadays. I have a theory. I never tested it because I don't have, the funds to actually go out, do a legitimate scientific experiment. But my theory is that the problem with modern music stems from a couple different things combined. But I think that it's going to sound weird, but I think it has a lot to do with the technology. Because besides the fact that the technology makes it easier to do the auto tune and basically faking everything, it also, like, for example, the headphones. When I was a kid, headphones were always these big gangly things like this, right? And you'd use them to listen to like Pink Floyd, And then the little earbuds when they first came out, you just hear like the little tweeter sounds, like you didn't even hear any bass or anything like that at all. And what I think's happened is that we have a whole generations of kids that grew up, even if they were listening to good music, they were listening to it on crappy headphones, so they didn't really hear the full scope of the sound. You know, they didn't have that like wall of sound embracing them. And because when I talk to my kids, like when I was their age, music was everything. My wall was covered with pictures of musicians,
Mm,
you know. And then my parents, they had Elvis on their wall. You know, like every generation music was so important. And my kids, they got a picture of Pokemon on their wall. Like, what do you
well,
listen to? I'm like, I don't know, whatever the music in the background of the video game is.
gaming's their thing.
Yeah, but I mean,
Gaming's their thing. What are you gonna do? I
music
mean,
was everything, you know.
yeah, but that was us. You can't be like the boomers that are like, back in our day, we. Why would you want to be like that? Let them have their thing.
I'm not saying they can't have it. It just
I
it
mean, you're
seems
the one up here trying to do Fortnite dances.
no. I had the frog with the mic drop.
Yeah. So I mean, what we had the last generation, I believe, to have the best music, I think.
Oh
And
yeah,
then we got to listen to, because where we are age, like with when we were born, got to listen to great, like classic, what they call classic. Well, they did call it classic rock. I
classic
think
rock.
what
Yeah,
we listen to is classic rock now,
right,
but classic rock from then, from the 60s and 70s,
right.
we got to listen to that as well. So I think we had the best of a lot of worlds then.
Yes, yes.
So just like with everything else, Gen X got we got to know, we learned analog and we learned computer. We learned
Yep.
2-3 different ways to do things because of where we were born in time.
Yeah, it was perfect. Absolutely.
So with music, we're kind of spoiled with that. So we think everybody should want to have that, and they don't. They could care less, which I find ridiculous, but
Right.
what can you do?
Right. And I remember too, and this is, to your point, at the time, and I'm glad. That's one of the things that I'm so glad is that I realized it was happening while it was happening, so I paid attention. Was that we grew up like the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, even the stuff that came before us. We had all this great music, but then in the 90s, the generation before us, they had all the great music, all the same great music we grew up on, but they couldn't get Metallica. They
Oh
couldn't get
no.
the stuff that was happening. So we also had what was going on like in the late 80s and in the 90s
Hmm.
was all new and fresh for us, and we had the old stuff. Like I could go from listening to Led Zeppelin to listening to, whatever what was going
Slayer.
on in the 90s, Soundgarden or Nirvana or whatever was,
Yeah.
Flaming Lips. Like I mean, I could just start naming 90s bands forever. There were so many of them. It was happening, man.
Yeah. That's why I said we had it. We had the best of both worlds. And there's a lot of people that really can't grasp what that's like because they don't.
They don't have that. Yeah.
So, they're not going to care. They're going to be like, what do I care about that? So I said
Right.
we were born right at a time where we got a lot of different worlds for a lot of different things.
Right.
So,
Well, and like you said too, we're probably the only generation really that can work a computer and understand all that and got it all figured out and could work a rotary phone,
yeah, we
and an
can read
analog
analog
calculator.
clocks. We can read analog clocks. We can, like you said, we could use a map.
Yes, an actual map. We don't need a GPS. If we have a paper map, we'll figure it out.
We can write in cursive. We can, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
right.
there's a lot of things, and we understand also the progression of technology with cell phones, computers, all that stuff. We can figure it out,
Yep.
and we don't need a whole big class or somebody to teach us a lot of it. So I mean, we're, like I said, we're right smack dab in the middle of a lot of things,
Hmm.
a lot of things that were fastly growing, like technology and music that was changing really fast. And then we had the old stuff that was classic that wasn't changing and you still wanted to listen to because it was so great and it was pioneering, and it was what helped change music
Yes.
and technology and everything else to what it was.
You may know drums, but we know tasers. Hold on a second.
Oh man, there ain't no Taser Tuesday. This is oh, hi lady.
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much, man. Hey, listen, I just wanted to say thank you for. Oh, wait a minute. You did tase me, even after the tasing stopped. I remember.
Muted.
I was gonna tell a joke, but then my microphone went funky.
I didn't taste him.
Yeah. You're the one that used to
You
press
lying
the
little
buttons.
sack of fur.
Dumbass told me it was you the whole time.
You lying little sack of fur. I never tased you.
Oh. Well, that News Now dumbass said, and, what? Anyway, I don't get tortured anymore, right?
Yeah,
Ow!
you do.
Wait a minute! What was that? Ow! You may know drums, but we know tasers. Hey, Hezekiah, what do drums have to do with it?
You're about to get drummed on your head.
Ow! That hurt, man. That hurt. What are you gonna do about it? Huh?
What am I going to do about it?
Ow!
Why are you lying about me? Hi, baby.
How are you, pretty lady?
I'm a little tired today.
Oh,
How are you, sweetheart?
Oh, I'm good. Especially now that I get to see you again. Yay!
I'm happy to see you too.
Oh, that makes me feel so good. And hello, guys, and hello, Big Book. I kicked my daddy in the face. I hope you liked it. Yeah, he's mean.
I'm sure he did like it. Everybody likes it when you kick your daddy, when you come and you just fly kick him out of the way. Everybody likes that.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, I heard you guys were talking about music.
Yes. Do you like music?
Oh, yes. I was going to ask you if I could sing you a song that I learned.
You can absolutely sing a song that you learned.
Yay! Okay. Oh, a milkshake. Ooh, a milkshake. Sticky, sticky waffle. Sticky, sticky waffle. All the eggs are broken. All the eggs are broken. That was really nothing. I could do it backwards. Okay, ready to hear me sing it backwards?
Of course.
Ah, a milkshake. Oh. Do you like that? Is that nice?
Oh, you got me. You got me.
Yay! Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Love you, Ray. Bye.
Love you too, baby. I knew what was coming.
Well, yeah, but he's a baby. He don't know.
Well, your kid got you on that, didn't he?
Yeah. When the very first time he ever sang that to me, I was like, "Whoa, okay, cool." Baby shark, do.
No.
How the heck did that song get like a bazillion views? One of the most viewed videos in the history of YouTube.
Probably because kids.
Yeah.
Kids are, cruel, and they like to listen to things like that over and over and over and over again. Thought I saw that Frauditor comedy show was here. But
What happened?
I don't know. Frauditor comedy show is here, but there she is. There's
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, she's here. I wanted to say hi to her as I saw
A lot
her.
of great people here. We got Leland here. We got Cyberrax here. We got Paul Cohen. We got Amy D. 1949. Yeah.
Got lots of people.
Yep.
Yay. Good morning, everyone.
That's right.
All right. What now?
Yep.
What are we talking
Well, I was thinking about like if I had to list my top 10 favorite bands, it would be like the Brady Bunch, the Partridge Family, Donnie and the Osmonds. No. Oh my goodness.
about? Well,
No, obviously not.
Partridge Family has some pretty, the Monkees have some pretty,
I love the Monkees. I love the Monkees.
Partridge Family is like, I don't know. I think I love you.
Yeah, that was their best song.
I think I love you.
Afraid that I'm not sure of.
It's 8 minutes till Cupcake, by the way.
Oh my goodness gracious me! We're gonna have a cupcake dance coming up for thee.
One Direction. I don't even think I could sing one of their songs. I don't know.
Lucky you.
I mean, my
The
niece
Archies,
used to
yeah.
listen to them, so I would know who they were then, but only because she insisted on listening in the car and stuff. But I'd end up with a migraine. That and what's that other one? That One Direction knockoff band?
I don't know. They're all the same crap. Boy bands are all nothing to me.
The one that Lance Bass came out of.
Yeah, I don't know. The Stinky Five or something.
No, and the other one who sings "I'm Bringing Sexy Back." That one, he was in one of them.
That kid actually can sing though. Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, but he came out of one of the boy bands.
Yeah, I don't know.
The one that
Because I
sings
see people
"Bye
talking
Bye
about real
Bye."
bands.
Who sings "Bye Bye Bye"? Who does
Bye,
that?
bye, 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 bye. Yeah, who cares?
Somebody in here has to know. I'm sure one of you. Somebody in here has kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews. I mean, I have a niece that knew that, but I don't know.
The Jackson 5, the Archies. Come on, man. Queen. Oh, Backstreet Boys. That's
Backstreet
what it was.
Boys. No, that New Kids was when I was a teenager. So they're not here now.
Funky Buck and the Funky Bunch.
There's One Direction. There's like 98 Degrees, and then there's another one that help me out, Hez.
I don't know anything about that crap.
NSYNC. Thank you, Robert Thomas. NSYNC.
Oh yeah, we used to call them NSYNC.
Well, okay. Robert Thomas knew that it was NSYNC. He helped me out, so I'm very appreciative.
I was listening to Slayer at the time.
Appreciative. No, but my niece used to listen to all that stuff.
Right.
So I would have to listen in the car.
Right. Yeah, no, I know. Mine, they were into Justin Timberlake. The big one with my kids was a few years later, so it was the Jonas Brothers.
The Jonas Brothers.
Yeah. Actually took them to a Jonas Brothers concert once.
Oh. Try having to take them to a One Direction concert.
I'll tell you what, though, and not to bring everything down, but it's true. Of course, I didn't know it at the time, but the night that I took my kids to see the Jonas Brothers, oh crap, what's her name? Their opening act was this girl who she's all messed up. But that night,
Miley Cyrus?
No. Before Miley.
Britney Spears?
No. What was her name?
I'm just trying to name all the messed up women.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, like
all the Disney casualties, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. At the time, she was Nick Jonas's girlfriend, I think. That's why they opened.
Oh, did she also date what's his name? Justin Bieber? Demi Lovato?
Yes.
Thank you,
Yes.
Edward Cattiller.
Yes. The day that I took my kids to see Demi Lovato and the Jonas Brothers, I didn't know it at the time. I read about it later. While I was there watching the band was when she had her big nervous breakdown and quit touring. And I remember watching her on stage, and like the kids were all just dancing or whatever, but I was watching her perform, and I knew there was something wrong with her. It just didn't look right to me. And then it turns out that she went backstage and had a nervous breakdown immediately after the show and quit touring and started trying to split her wrists and all
Well,
kinds
do you know
of
that she's got, I think Demi Lovato's one, it's got lupus too. Hey, Sue Bear, member for 9 months, just popping in to say hi, and News Now Voodoo, get bent. Hi.
Get bent. What does that mean? Ow! Has you better make it up. Ow!
Hi, Casey. You're so sweet. Hi, Casey. Good morning.
Here's your happy dance, Sue Bear.
All right.
Thank you for being a member, Sue. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Hez being there caused her to have a breakdown, Graham. You are correct.
It was all my fault.
There's some disturbance in her force, and she's like, oh my God.
Right? Oh my goodness.
Get out of here.
I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah, it was just, it's weird, because at the time you don't know, but then afterwards you read on the news like Demi Lovato, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, I was there just last night, and this is holy crap,
So were thousands of other people.
Well, I'm not saying it was my fault.
Oh, okay. I'm like, do you really think it was your fault, Hez? Because it wasn't,
What?
Let the guilt go. Let it go. You're okay.
See, Roisin knows what she's talking about, man. Rush, the Police, Men at Work, Steely Dan, Devo, Jethro Tull. Hell yeah! Every single thing on that list is a banger. Absolutely, positively. Boston, yes, it's been such a long time. I'm taking my time. Oh, those are bands that you've seen. Awesome. I've seen Rush. Let's see. Well, I saw Pink Floyd, but that was later in the 90s. I saw them. Let's see. The thing is, I used to go every weekend. I used to go to these two different clubs. I would go back and forth, and I would watch like either the heavy metal bands or the punk bands.
You got 1 minute.
To the cupcake dance, ooh wee, baby, getting ready for the cupcake happy dance. Yeah. Fog hat, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hez and Ray, it was Hez-splaining that caused her to have a breakdown. Oh, Bruce Springsteen, The Cure, Van Halen, Foghat, yes, and more. AC/DC, Electric Light Orchestra, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Jethro Tull with Angel, ooh, nice. But I went to see Angel, but ended up liking Jethro Tull, yeah. I was called in band Hinges. We opened for the Doors. Oh, I was in a band called Hinges. We opened for the Doors. There was a band in the 60s called Love. Nowadays, they're called Arthur Lee and Love. But Love was one of the bands that used to work with the Doors a lot back in the day in the clubs in California. And they were fantastic. Love was amazing. And I actually got to see them live. I saw Arthur Lee and Love back in the 90s too. Or that was awesome. Or maybe the early 2000s. I don't remember. But that was an amazing show. But that's one of those 60s bands that put out all these great albums. But that's one of the things that's fun about going back to old music from the late 60s. Oh, happy dance time. All right. Okay. Olay. All right. Yes. I was at the last Who concert. Oh my goodness gracious me. So, Olay, there she is. All right. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yes. But anyway, one of the things that's really good that's cool about going back and listening to old music, especially like from the 60s and 70s, even the 80s, was that there were so many bands. Like I was talking about this band Love. These albums come out and they're these great, amazing, incredible albums. And you think, well, how come I never heard this before? Well, because it came out the same week as Sgt. Pepper and the Jimi Hendrix record, or the new Pink Floyd record, or the new, or the new Who record, or the new Stones record. There were so many huge, mega, ultra bands coming out with records at the time that bands like The Pretty Things, Love, who did Ogden's Nut Gone Flake? Small Faces, bands like that. They would put out these incredible albums, but there's so many other incredible albums that were coming out at the same time. They kind of got lost in the weeds there, I saw Judas Priest open for Kiss. First concert I ever went to when I was a little one.
What I like about this chat is so many of them have seen so many different bands,
Yes.
So I like reading about it, all the different bands that they've seen, Between everybody in here, I'm sure like a lot of the bands from the 60s and 70s have been seen. You know what I mean? Has. Did he just growl at me?
Sinuses.
Oh, I'm like, did you just growl at me?
I just.
What?
Oh no, I wasn't growling at you. I couldn't speak at that moment because I was, yeah. What's it? Phlegm. What? Jason Gutterman. What's the difference? See, I'm still here. Anyway, yes, we were talking about how awesome it is when you look at the crowd that we have and all the great bands that they've all seen over the years. Absolutely. Yep. Let's see, people talking about, oh yeah, Graham knows the Pretty Things. Rammstein. There we go. See, that was the thing too. Like I was way into in the 90s, I really got into like the death metal scene and all that. And then when I started being a DJ, I started getting into the underground, like techno and hardcore, like kind of crazy stuff. Lots of fun with that stuff. But yeah, it was amazing. But like I said, I used to see bands every weekend, no matter what it was. And I ended up seeing a lot of, like, I saw Guar. Let's see, I'm just trying to, because so many metal bands, like all the death metal bands, I saw them live, Slayer, Metallica, all that. I was like really into heavy metal for a while there. And then punk rock and all these punk bands that nobody's ever heard of, like No Means No. And I saw Jello Biafra, who was the singer for the Dead Kennedys, but I saw him give a spoken word performance in a college. That was pretty amazing.
Really?
Yeah. It was wild. And there's a punk singer named Wesley Willis, and he was there, and I kind of met him. I think I've told this story before. So I was waiting in line in the men's room during the before Jello Biafra came. Well, he came out, he talked for like an hour, then he took like a 20-minute break, then he came out and talked for another hour, and that was the show. But during the break, everyone runs to the bathroom. So I'm waiting in line in the men's room, and directly across from me, there's a stall, and the door's closed, and I just heard, ah! And then you hear the splash. Like, oh, man. Ah! And then you hear the splash. I was like, damn. And then after a minute, and I'm standing directly in front of this stall waiting in line. The door bursts open, and the guy who was in there, if you don't know who Wesley Willis is, he was this punk singer, big, huge, I mean, in every way, tall, wide, everything, this massive mountain of a man, this black guy, and he's got this big knot on his head because he always headbutts everybody. So picturing that, I'm just standing there. I hear the guy directly in front of me in the stall screaming and pooping. The stall door bursts open. It's Wesley Willis. And pretend the camera is me. Door bursts open. It's Wesley Willis. And he goes, I just took a mean shit. And then walked away. And I'm like, that was Wesley Willis. So that's the closest I ever came to meeting a celebrity. No.
I would say that's pretty close.
Yeah. But because it was him, it was like, that was great. That was Wesley Willis. But it was just so weird.
I have a couple of updates for you.
Oh, yeah. Give me my updates.
For the Saturday snafu on April the I think it's the 20th. Hold on a second. Let me just check my dates. April 20th. Tentatively, we have Frauditor Watch.
Ooh, very nice.
Yay. And on April 27th, I don't know what number this is for them, but we will have Little Chihuahua and Frauditor comedy show.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, so wait a minute. The 20th?
April 20th, this is tentative. He's going to let me know. Is Frauditor Watch. You got that?
Yep. And then what? The 27th would be?
27th is Little Chihuahua and Frauditor comedy show.
Ooh, that's right. We're going to get them back. Oh, my goodness. Yes, they're going to take their title back. Frauditor Comedy Show was the one who had the most appearances on the snafu of all time. And it looks like we're going to break the tie and she's going to be back. All right. With Little Chihuahua. They make a great team.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So we're looking forward to it.
Yes. Fun. I met Steve Gutenberg and Ric Flair. You met Ric Flair. Man, woo! Yeah, that must have been awesome. Steve Gutenberg, right on. Hey, you know what? I actually did meet, that's related to Steve Gutenberg. The one guy that I actually did sit and talk to for a while was Tim Kazurinsky, who was in the original Police Academy movies. And Steve Gutenberg was in those movies. So there's a connection there. All right. Yeah, I sold Tim Kazurinsky his TV.
No problem, Frauditor Watch. Amy, why are you sorry? What happened?
I
don't know what happened. What happened? I was busy with the
maybe
banner.
she's apologizing to the person who had to meet Tony Orlando. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Somebody else said something real cool. Frauditor Watch escorted. Let me see. I go back up.
Oh, wait. I think they're saying something about something that Leland said.
Oh, okay. Frauditor Watch, can you say again, who was it you escorted? I lost the comment. Somebody really cool. And I can't remember who it was.
Elton John.
Elton John.
Yeah.
Ooh.
In Perth. Wow.
Ooh,
that's awesome.
What was that like? Wow. Elton John.
Elton John and Bernie Taupin, one of the greatest songwriting duos of all time.
So, yeah, I've been to quite a few concerts, but mostly for 80s bands.
Yeah, there were a lot of great bands in the 80s, too.
Well, except for Styx and Journey. But they were with Def Leppard, so I don't know if that.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
I mean, was Steve Perry singing for Journey?
No.
Oh, well then, yeah, maybe.
You were on like the third singer by then, so I didn't even pay
Okay.
attention to who was singing. I was mostly there for Styx and for Def Leppard by then,
Right.
Styx puts on a really mean show, though. Even
Oh, yeah.
like, I went probably, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. Yeah, and it was they still put on a mean show. I mean,
sure.
I still don't understand the Mr. Roboto phase. I mean, I think they let him go too far off the reservation with that.
But it was a huge hit.
Yeah, so I didn't really, just because it was a hit doesn't mean I felt like,
Well, no, that was like their last big hurrah,
Mhm.
Like they had a bunch of hits in the 70s and then they didn't do nothing for a while. And then that song came out and they were back on top for a while. But yeah, I'm wondering who I am. Secret, secret, I got a secret. Machine or mannequin. Secret, secret, I've got a secret.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Leopard's cool. Yeah, they did a tour one summer, I think it was, that I went around. I went in Illinois a few times, and then they went to, I think it was Ohio. And then I was even in Vegas at the same time as them. So I saw them there too that same year. So it was pretty cool. Yeah. I love Def Leppard though. I don't care what anybody says.
Look at this guy.
Vilify me. But that's Def Leppard.
Yeah. Lewis met John Lennon. That's awesome.
Oh wow.
That's amazing.
I only ever met one celebrity in my entire life, and that was Walter Payton. That's it. And I'm gonna say that was enough. He's a legend from in Chicago anyway.
No, period. If anyone who knows anything about football would never say anything bad about Walter Payton.
No. I'm still embarrassed by it, but yeah, I met him.
No, it was a great story. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
But that is someone, like you said, like I could list like Wesley Willis. Like he was famous in the sense that like the 30 people who watched his concerts knew who he was, And Tim Kazurinsky, I mean, he was like in the Police Academy movies, but he wasn't, super famous or anything. Like, I've met all these, but if I had met Walter Payton or Michael Jordan or any one of those guys, then it'd be like, yeah, there's other people I've met, but I met this guy, the real one.
Yeah, I mean, that was enough for me. It was so nerve-wracking, and he is such a legend that I just don't care if I don't meet any other celebrities the rest of my entire existence,
Right, you got to meet Walter Payton. That's all that matters.
I'm fine, if I go the next, 2 years and never meet another one, I'm good, because he was so nice. He was just so nice. It was like just meeting your neighbor,
right.
And just having a talk with your neighbor. I mean, he was so nice. I mean, you could tell he was sick.
Right.
His eyes were so bright yellow, but it hadn't been out in the public yet that he was sick.
Right.
So I didn't know why his eyes were like that, but
right.
wasn't my business either. So it's not like I was asking him, hey, why are your eyes yellow? But he was so nice. I mean, you wouldn't even believe how nice he was.
Well, that's why they called him Sweetness.
Yeah.
Everybody always talked about what a great dude he was. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've never heard anybody say anything bad about him. I just met Frank Zappa. Nice.
Yeah.
I met Svengoolie. Got his autograph.
I heard, yeah, you went to the thing in Chicago to meet him, right?
Well, no, it was in one of the burbs, but yeah.
Yeah.
What happened was it was out of nowhere too. Like we were driving to somebody's birthday party on my ex's side of the family. So we were driving there, and as we were driving, there's a little local comic shop on the corner that had a big sign out: "Meet Svengoolie today." wait a minute, we're going to the comic shop. He's like, no, we got to go to this party. So I dropped them. I dropped her off at the party and then grabbed the kids and went back and met Svengoolie. Yep.
Can you imagine her trying to explain to her family, like, where's he at? He had to go meet. He thought that was more important than being here, you know.
Yep. Well, it's like I see these people every day, but this guy, I'm never going to see him, you know.
I take down.
Take down. What's the Celine Dion is very sick. Another amazing woman.
She's another amazing woman. Oh, is she really sick?
Oh, like he's saying she's very sick. Oh, I didn't. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Hello, Jaime, Pimentel Bay.
Look at this one. I'm proud to say I met Frank Sinatra. It's not true, but I'm proud to say it.
Yeah, hey, we can all say we met someone. It doesn't have to be true. That's, hey, yeah, you know, if you want to lie, which I don't.
Did I ever tell you, Ray, about the time that I met Winston Churchill?
Yes, you did. It was an interesting story.
Oh, man. Run away.
I met Mother Teresa as well.
Run away. You met Mother Teresa. All
I
right.
did. Yeah, at the grocery store. Yeah. And look at Paul Cohen met Elvis the other day. Celine Dion has a neurological disorder known as stiff person syndrome. Oh, no. That cannot be good.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know about Celine Dion is that she did obviously the big hit with the Titanic thing, but there's that one Christmas song, Oh Holy Night, her version of it, because all of those Christmas songs, everybody's done a billion covers of them. Her version of Oh Holy Night is my favorite version of Oh Holy Night.
For Christmas is you.
Well, that's not quite Celine Dion, but yeah. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm just because I didn't know. I feel sorry for her now. Oh, no.
I know.
Because she's so awesome. I mean, now that's someone who could sing. Let's see.
That would be awesome, Ancient Chart. If I can go back and meet all of the kings from then, I tell them to get their acts together. Hi, Mr. Saki A. Count. Ray, he said hi to you. Who?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi. How are you, Saki A. Count? I like that name. It's cute.
Oh.
Thank you for telling me that. I didn't see it.
King's X. That reminds me of King Missile. He makes the best films. Detachable penis.
Oh, I didn't watch. All right, hold on. Go to there.
Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. I got distracted for a minute because I had to look up what was going on with Celine Dion. And I guess what she has is extremely rare.
Yeah.
And they call it stiff syndrome because it makes your muscles and everything stiffen up for no reason. It's very rare.
Is there any cure for it? No?
It's so rare that they don't even barely know anything about it, apparently.
Well, that isn't good.
Carson, I have seen both King Diamond and Merciful Fate live on different nights. Yes, I've seen them both. Awesome show. Amazing stuff. What? What am I missing?
Nothing. You're not missing anything. I'm sorry. I'm doing producer work right now.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I'm like, what happened? What happened? There's something going on.
No,
Yeah.
I'm doing producer work right now. I'm
No,
so
that's
sorry.
no problem.
I still have to do that stuff. I'm apologizing. Sorry.
Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all.
I hope not.
Not a problem at all. When is King Diamond going to put out a new album? I don't know. I think he's sort of semi-retired at the moment ever since his health issues a few years back. He slowed down a lot. He still did shows after that. That's when he started getting his wife to perform on stage with him because like his whole thing was always hitting those high notes. But ever since he got out of the hospital or whatever, he's been touring with her and she'll be on stage performing with him whenever he has to hit those notes that he just can't do it anymore. She'll sing the high bit, which is fine. It's still, great music and everything, but yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
No problemo, shmemo. But yeah, we were just talking about devil music, I guess. King Diamond, oh boy. And then well,
No,
I mean,
I can go back to producer work then because I have no idea who they are.
no, well, we could talk about bands that you do know. How
No,
about
talk to the chat. They want
I
you
already
to
told
talk
the
to
video.
them.
Paul's like, why don't you put on a video? Because I don't want to get this is the thing. I did this before twice. I've done music shows, and I will not actually play music unless like I'm getting like mega super chat requests for it because I always get demonetized and copyright struck when I do a music stream. It's gonna happen. YouTube does not like that at all. Which is weird because I see all these music channels where people do these reactions to music, and it's always like, how do they get away with that? I play 2 seconds of a song and I get a copyright strike. They play the whole song and react to it.
Because they're reacting to it. Fair use.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yes, they pause it in between, but they play the whole song. I play 2 seconds and I get struck.
Because you can't do that, I guess.
Right. Oh, Billy Yank, I want a new song. One that sounds really good. One that comes from Huey Lewis in the news while I'm in the neighborhood. I want a new song. Make it sound really good. You like Huey Lewis in the news? Sports? That album was huge, man. The soundtrack to one of the best movies ever made. Back to the Future. I love that movie, man. Play an Eagles video. Dude, they'll shut down my entire channel. The Eagles are vicious when it comes to copyright strikes.
Just like Metallica. Holy cow.
Yep. Yeah.
So greedy.
Oh, Ancient Chart. See, she was in the 90s talking about Primus, Nirvana, Beck, Jane's Addiction, Sonic Youth. Oh, man. Every one of those is a banger. Absolutely. I've seen Primus live. When I saw Primus was when they had that short little time where Buckethead was playing guitar with them. That was crazy. And I've seen Buckethead live too. I mean, not just with Primus, but on his own. Yep. Good stuff. Jerry was a race car driver. He drove so damn fast. Never did win a checkered flag, but he never did come in last. Yep. Beck, I love Beck. Beck is awesome.
I had to play you a Beck song you never heard before.
Yes, I'm glad you did too, because I love Beck. So thank you for that. I remember that. Yeah.
Thank you, Frauditor Watch. I saved the link to read later. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's a good song. It's good. I like Beck. He's my kind of weird.
Yes. Ancient Chart mentioned Genesis. I saw a Genesis cover band, but they only did the Peter Gabriel era stuff. So that was a pretty good show. That was great. Devo, I love Devo. Greg requested we play one of my songs. I could play any of my songs because they're mine, but I don't know which ones you guys would like because I do a lot of different kinds of stuff. And I usually have my songs playing during the intro and outro. So I don't know, man. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do something real quick. Hold on, guys. Let me go full screen for a second. We'll be back with you in a minute, Ray.
Okay.
Right on. So let me see if there's something. What do you guys think? You want to watch something? Because it wouldn't hurt for me to take a potty break either. Let me see. I guess I could go back to one of my own things here. Well, hey, you know what? Well, no. Play the Soft song. Oh, wow. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, I got you guys. I know what I'm gonna play. Yeah, here we go. One of my songs, baby. Here we go.
Man, I can't believe this crap, man. These cops are out here arresting people just for breaking the law. Man, these tyrants are out of control, bruh. I thought you were a lawyer, now you say you can rap. Well, I've listened to your record, made me go take a nap. The rhymes you're spitting out, they make you sound like a nut. Your latest track, it's got less views now than Gun Cereal's butt. Well, you say you're just a man who wants to smoke some weed, but you smoke yourself stupid, boy, get the help that you need. You think you could be like Tom McDonald, be an internet star? The problem is your brain's so tiny, it would fit in this jar.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
You know you're gonna lose.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Now watch me play the blues.
Frivolous lawsuit.
You put against a cat.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Make sure you wear the hat. All parties have been sworn in. I've read your complaint.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
The way it's written, it sounds like you've been smoking paint.
Yeah. That's right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what else do we got here? Songs that I wrote. Where's the Christmas one? How about the I got you. 12 Days of Dumbness song. Here we go. This is the one I always play at the beginning. Every December I start playing this.
Happy holidays, the 12 days of dumbness. Jingle bells, Glenda smells, Polly's not okay. Wife's in jail, can't make bail, oh, and this guy, he got tased. Walking across the land with a camera in their hand. Because they have no job, post office they will stand, harassing people too, for AdSense revenue. Acting like a jackwagon is all they'll ever do. Oh, jingle bells, conflict sells, now they're getting paid. They don't care about our rights, I hope they get pepper sprayed. skulls and handcuffs and good window smashes. Morons arrested for all their trespasses. P. Barnes and his infamous in-court tasing. These are a few of my favorite things. When they misquote Poster 7, and it makes me mad. I just remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. On the first day of dumbness, Mike Gravelin gave to me Blandino without attorney. On the second day of dumbness, Regical gave to me 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the third day of dumbness, Van Bellen gave to me dumb UK Southsit, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the fourth day of dumbness, Artie gave to me 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK Southsits, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the fifth day of dumbness, Schrodinger gave to me 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK Southsit, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the sixth day of dumbness, Team Skeptic gave to me 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumbs, UK Southsit, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the seventh day of dumbness, Vilified gave to me 7 sloppy smackings, 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK Southsit, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 8th day of dumbness, Familia gave to me douchebag in handcuffs, 7 sloppy smackings, 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK Southsit, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 9th day of dumbness, Unclean Hands gave to me 9 times the stupid douchebag in handcuffs, 7 sloppy smacking, 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK Southsit, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 10th day of Christmas, Dr. Dave gave to me 10 minutes wasted, 9 times the stupid douchebag in handcuffs, 7 sloppy smacking, 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK Southsit, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 11th day of dumbness, Kid Rocks gave to me best action ever, 10 minutes wasted, 9 times the stupid douchebag in handcuffs, 7 sloppy smackings, 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumb UK Southsit, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney. On the 12th day of dumbness, Palmetto gave to me no nonsense trooper, best action ever, 10 minutes wasted, 9 times the stupid douchebag in handcuffs, 7 sloppy smacking, 6 stupid Karens, 5 windows smashed, 4 Moorish morons, dumbs, UK Southsit, 2 tasty tasings and Blandino without attorney.
Frauditors suck Dunkin.
go everywhere. They just don't care. Starbucks they may, or Chick-fil-A, do what they say, or pepper spray. Post office clowns in every town, giving all the employees a frown. They're imbeciles, holding bills, trespass them soon. They're just a goon. They are so dumb, their brains are numb. Can't hardly think, they really stink. Dunning-Kruger, Dunning-Kruger. I came here just to buy a stamp. I just came to buy a stamp. That's what they say. It's not okay, cause it's not true. Big douche canoe.
We were talking about music, and then we were talking about playing something, and then it was like, yeah, but I don't want to get hit with a copyright. They're like, play your own stuff. So I'm like, okay. And then they're like, how about the Christmas stuff? So that's why we're playing Christmas music in the springtime. All right. Yes. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Ray? You like those ones?
Muted.
Oh, of course.
Do I like Christmas songs?
No, I mean those, mine.
Yeah. You need to change the 12 Days of Christmas, but yeah.
Yeah, that's old. I need to update that. That's a couple years ago I wrote that.
And change your typo.
Yeah, there's typos, I know. Anyway, the old days. But yeah, instead of a partridge in a pear tree, Blandino without attorney.
Yeah, that's
good stuff.
He-
Good stuff.
he has an attorney now, though. As somebody
Yeah, I
told me.
know, but he had to. They forced it
Yeah.
on him, and he's still bitching about it.
Well, tough titty. That's what happens when you're vexatious and you don't know what you're doing.
Yep.
That's what they should do with more of the. Never mind, we're not talking about that today.
Well, yeah, but it's still true, because that's what they do. That's their whole shtick is to keep pushing and pushing and pushing until they get a dismissal. That's it.
But
because
they're not getting dismissals now. That's the thing.
right.
They're not. So a lot of these judges are like, shut up or go to jail for 30 days for contempt.
Well, right, because they're starting to get sick of it because they're starting to see that it's a pattern of behavior. Like, okay, this isn't like legitimately what you're saying it is. This is a game that you play every time.
And that's
Why
what
are
it
you
is.
back here again? I got trespassed from another building. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's just a game. They all see that it's a way to escape their life, and they get sent a script and fake plates, a fake license, and that's all they have to do.
Yep. Just
Yep.
like a rug. Bad news.
That's what I said, but okay, it's cool.
So anyway, I'm thinking, since we were talking about music and movies today and food and stuff, I haven't decided yet because it all depends on because I don't know if it's going to be sold out or not, but I'm thinking about going to see Dune 2 tonight because I usually go to the theater on Tuesday. But I don't know. I haven't got my tickets yet, so I'm worried that it's going to sell out because I can't order my tickets online like I normally do. I know because we talked before the show, but like for the sake of the audience, like normally I order my tickets online, but I have a coupon for a free ticket. I wanted to use it, but you have to go there and use it. And now I'm thinking, well, what if I go there and it's sold out and then I can't get in? So I don't know, but I might see Dune 2 tonight. So if I do, I'll definitely have my review tomorrow, but I haven't decided yet. I still got to figure that out. So there.
I will not be going to see Dune 2 tonight. I will be here working. I'm way behind.
I'm sorry. Well, it's not entirely my fault. Is it?
No, I did Will's stream last night.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. We always have fun hanging out with Will too. That's always good stuff.
Yeah, he's fun. Speaking of, where's the little poop?
Yeah, we didn't see him this morning. He told us he was going to be here, little punk.
Yeah, little punk.
Well, I'm getting more and more to the point where my relationship with him is becoming very similar to the relationship I have with Uncle Artie. It's like we get on each other's streams and we just talk crap about each other, but it's all in good fun, So it's all right,
Yeah, he's a cool guy. His
Yeah.
laugh is so contagious. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when we try to break him just so he'll laugh. Because it's like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
We did
yeah.
a stream last night, but I also have stuff to do outside of this. Whole, believe it or not,
Yes.
this isn't all I do. Ray has a life outside of this.
No, say it ain't
Not
so.
much of one anymore, but I do.
No. We know it's all good. Well, I know, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's well, that's the thing. Like some of these people that we get, I don't want to get too deep into all the nuttiness behind the scenes, but for those of you who just watch and you have no idea what it's like to be on the other end, like the emails and the Discord messages and all the stuff that you get, it's some of it gets really, really, really bad too. Like especially like the trolls and
The unnecessary emails because of drama.
yeah. And no matter how hard we try, and we Ray and I every day when we have our pre and post show meetings talk about always how we're trying. We physically go out of our way to try and avoid the drama. We just have fun, we laugh, I dance, I play with the dollars and that, but somehow it always comes back. Somehow, some way, someone always has some beef, and it's gonna go back to the drama community. And it's like we go out of our way to stay away from that. And here it is being thrown at us again every time. Ugh. They're relentless, man.
Yeah, I loathe it too, Carrie. I don't want it. I want emails. Yeah, if somebody has a problem, please come to us.
Yep.
And we will do our level best to resolve it for you. We don't want anybody feeling upset when they come here, bad or anything. We will do our best to resolve it. But don't bring drama, and definitely don't take your drama out to other people when you need to be coming here to resolve it. Do you know what I mean? So that's what we want. We want you guys to come to us. We will help you with your problem. If you have, just want to talk to us, we're here. I answer all my emails, all of them. They get answered. They don't just sit there. So you want to talk to me, please come and talk to me. You can talk to us. You can email the channel. One of us will get back to you.
Yep.
I will do my level best to help you in any way, shape, or form I can. Just don't bring the drama. That's what we're trying to avoid. We want everybody to be happy, and that's why we have 3 email addresses you can reach us at.
Right.
So I just want everybody happy. That's it. And I'd rather you reach out to us than sit and stew over something that could have been resolved.
Right.
That's all we want, really.
Yeah. Yep. It is, guys. Like seriously, you have no idea. It's so hard sometimes, and like we always got to remind ourselves. I always have to remind myself. Like it's all about coming here every morning and having fun and giving you guys a few hours a day where you don't have to worry about any of that crap, and we're just having fun. Thank you again for last night. It was much appreciated. No worries. In fact, I'm going to throw you a happy dance because why not? All right, yes.
Just for the trouble you had, Carrie. It was unnecessary, and I apologize. It was unnecessary. We just forgot about that problem, and it's taken care of. It'll never happen again.
Oh yeah, we made sure of that. Yeah, there's
drama does belong in the theater. I mean, we want this to be like a family where everybody comes and feels safe, to feel where they can come, and if you're feeling sick, you can get some comfort. If you're feeling down, you can get comfort. If you're happy, you can spread your happiness to others who don't have so much of it lately. Just drama can stay at the door, like kind of like when you come home from work and you just want to relax with your family and you want to leave work at work. That's what it's like. We get you ready for your day. We put a smile on your face so you can go off and have your day a little happier. That's it. That's what our hope is. And We just don't want people coming here and feeling uncomfortable or unhappy.
Right.
And we just want you to reach out to us if that's happening to you. And we will do our best to resolve it. That's I promise you that. We don't want it. I promise you.
Yep.
So.
And this is related, and I bring it up because I mentioned it yesterday, but it was on Will's stream. So just to make sure that I'm saying it, for our people too, and if any of them, because we know that they watch, because we hear comments about things that we said on the air. One of the things too that I hear a lot from the Frauditor community and the drama community, and a lot of these people that is like, well, in your chat, you have you don't take any dissenting opinions, you don't have free speech, and this and it's like, no, wait a minute. If somebody comes in here and disagrees with something we're saying, that's one thing. But the reason why we block those people is because they come in here and they want to call me names and they want to call her names and they want to tease us and make fun. That's not dissenting opinion. That's not a healthy debate or a happy discussion. That's just ad hominems and insults and BS that nobody wants to deal with, or insulting other people in the chat or whatever. That's not what we're here for. We're here to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's
not what we call dissenting opinion. That's just bullying.
Right.
There's
bullying.
A whole big difference between the two. That's why you will get thrown out of here if you are picking on anybody or calling anybody names. If you come in here and do that, that's why they think we don't take dissenting opinion, but they think dissenting opinion is calling somebody fat or calling somebody a hooker, or that's not a dissenting opinion. A dissenting opinion is, hey, I don't agree with what you said in that video about this point or that point. That's dissenting opinion.
Right.
So that's why they get thrown out, and they think we don't tolerate free speech here. But
Right.
I mean, everybody's been free to say what they want here, except you don't get to call people names or bully them.
Right.
This Graham Garfield guy says you don't call him names.
He doesn't even remember his name. Yeah, I don't know, man. I never heard of the guy. And he definitely didn't make me a poster with his name on it.
No, the one behind you, he definitely didn't do that.
No idea. And this
really
other
cool
guy that's on
poster.
that wall said something earlier too. In fact, I think all three of the ones on the wall are here right now, or were anyway.
Hi, Unclean Hands. Good morning.
Yes.
I hope you are well this morning. So I think we can all agree what our goal is here. And
Yes.
I think we've always all been on the same page with that.
Yep.
So, yeah, I know, Carrie. It's just annoying. But you see a lot of that out in the world today. Entitlement and audacity,
Yeah. Oh well. But that's all
Oh,
right.
that was fun.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, I wanted to mention that again because the subject came up, and then I remembered I talked about it yesterday, but it was on Will's stream. So just in case, make sure I make that clear here as well.
But again, speaking of that little poop, where is he? He says, I get ready for work, and I'm always listening to you. He went through that whole speech, and now he's not even here.
Well, at this point, he's probably at work. But yeah, when he's getting ready for work, he always says he has us on in the background. So we don't know that he wasn't listening, but he usually pops in and says hi.
Yeah, Will, you're listening. Where's our hello, man?
Well, you know what's cool about that, though, is that gives us some fuel to mess with him next time he goes live and we're up there.
It does. You're correct. You are correct.
It's like, so where were you on Tuesday? What do you mean? Well, you didn't say nothing in the chat. Well, no. You told us on Monday night you were going to be there. I need to start working on videos, but Hez keeps interfering with my work. Sorry, Frauditor Watch. It happens.
See, I'm like Unclean Hands. I'm like, get out. I don't care. You don't get a second shot with me. Just get out. No free speech here, butthead. You know what,
Right.
Carrie? Yeah, you know, kindness is free. Like you were saying in your email, it costs nothing, and it doesn't take anything to be kind. It's free. Put a smile on someone's face for free. It won't hurt you. It makes you feel good too.
Yep. And that's one of the things, like, again, like, you know, Frauditor Free Tuesday, but, you know, it does come up because that's what we always do. I always say, when you say that, it made me think of one of the points that I always try to make about these guys is like, when they say, do you mind not filming me? They say, well, it's legal for me to film. Yes. And it's also legal not to. Like, just because it's legal, like, you legally can turn your camera away from the person. You legally can blur their face out. There's no law against it.
They have so many chances to prove throughout their time when they're defrauding that they're human.
Right.
And
they
yet
never do.
they choose to prove that they're just unfeeling bastards.
Yep.
Excuse me, YouTube gods. Don't demonetize us, please.
Well, I don't think we'll get in trouble for saying the word bastard. You know, YouTube is usually bad with the F-bombs and stuff like that, is what they, you know. And even that, like, I don't see, here's the thing, there's not a hard fast rule. Because sometimes you'll watch a video and, like, I've even seen this happen where people have like got a video demonetized and then re-edited it, and you'll see, like, they'll like bleep out like 3 or 4 F-bombs, but they'll leave in like another 3 or 4. Like, I don't know what YouTube's limit is.
I thought it was the first so many seconds of a video that you shouldn't swear. And after
Right.
that, like if you're deep into your video, it's like probably fine because they stopped looking by then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't create. You guys are the creative geniuses here,
Yes.
not me. I wouldn't know the first thing. So then there's people that swear right away in the beginning of a video. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't think there's, like you said, any rhyme or reason to what YouTube does. I mean, if you look at what they do with everything, you're like,
Why did I get in trouble for that? Well, they said you did this. And what?
what are you talking about?
Yep.
He's not a public figure when he's all over YouTube or Google. What do you mean?
Yeah. And then you see these videos, and it's like the majority of the videos we cover, it's like, I can't get away with saying this or doing that, but these people who are blatantly slime balls can film themselves being slime balls, and it's no problem.
They film themselves committing crimes all the time, and that is pretty sure a direct violation of YouTube's TOS, and their YouTube's like,
Right.
because money.
Yep.
The first 30 seconds. Yeah. Well, maybe it's just best not to.
Well, that's why I just bleep them all out.
Yeah.
Which sometimes,
and it's funny, you have to bleep out their swear words, but they didn't have to be monetized.
right.
But you have to bleep out their million swear words in the first 10 seconds that they even had a video going.
That's one of the things.
Effing tyrant. I'll F your mom. It's like, ugh.
I would never say good. His video.
You're a pizza. You're a Pizza Hut. Oh, wait. Nope. You're good.
All right.
What were you saying?
There's no way that Casey Camera Boy would ever let anything interfere with his money. So he does a lot of his own bleeping himself. So editing his videos is getting a little easier as far as cutting out the swears.
Afro Boy. Afro.
Oh, yeah.
Was he monetized? He couldn't have been.
I have no idea. If he was, he shouldn't be. That's for sure.
Right. I mean, try and bleep out one of his videos. I would never want to do one of his videos because You're be constantly beep, beep, beep. Your subs would get annoyed and stop watching.
Yeah.
From all the beeping going on.
Yeah. But sometimes some of these videos, I spend more time just bleeping out the swears than actual editing half of the time. Because they're so bad, some of them. Ugh.
Well, yeah, Leland, it's because they make them a lot of money in AdSense, revenue.
Yep.
3 cuss words per video, unclean hands seems to work.
Okay.
You just don't cuss at all. I mean, it could be that easy.
Right.
If you, I'm like, I swear worse than how I am.
How
F
you
this,
talk when you're
F
not on the
that,
air.
and I probably couldn't make it through a video without swearing because they make
This
me that mad.
stupid.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'd be having to edit my own swear words out.
Yep. It's funny because, like, if you guys, and I don't know, actually, it is a thing I could do, but I don't know if anyone would be interested in it. Maybe a members only thing. But if you guys could hear my commentary, because when I'm making a video, I'll watch it and then I'll say what I'm thinking, and then I'll go back later and like re-edit my commentary to make it, nice and tight and fill. But when I'm actually working on the video, like, there are occasions where I will actually sit down and write a script, but 90% of the time I just go off the cuff. But if you guys heard some of my outtakes, I'll be like, but this motherfucker, I'm going nuts. And then I'll go back and like re-edit it and be like, okay, just cut
Maybe
it.
you should
Maybe
you should release an unmonetized outtakes
that's what
video.
I was saying. Maybe like do it like a members only thing, like a behind the scenes outtakes of a bunch of my. But the majority of them, to be honest, is I'll be saying something and I'll screw up. Like I'll mispronounce a word or I'll say something that's technically inaccurate and then catch myself. So I'll be like, yeah. So this frauditor, he walks into the building and he says to the guy, hey, oh crap, it was a lady. Shit, fuck, I blew that one. Damn it, something like.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I think you should do that. Like, just maybe an unmonetized, I don't think maybe members only because everybody would want to see that.
Right.
But just don't monetize it,
Yeah.
outtakes. And I would love to see it, like I'm not sitting here while you're editing, so.
Right. Actually, that's funny too, because I think Ray videos on Frauditors would probably just be nothing but swearing, like a Regan Benson.
Like one long beep all the way through, like when you did the
Regan Benson thing.
And then it was one long beep. It was like only thing. It was like maybe five regular words.
Right.
When you guys did that, it was hilarious.
That was great. That was a lot of fun too. Yeah. So like, you were talking about like you're not there with the editing and you don't see. This is the thing, guys. Like my computer is actually really slow, and it makes my editing take probably twice as long as it should. And one time, I was trying to get some work done, and Ray and I were having a meeting, so it's like, okay, I'll share a screen and I'll edit while we're talking. And what was it? Maybe 20 minutes into it, you were like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I can't just sit here and because just so much of it was just like you were seeing like what I'm struggling with this frustration. And you're telling me, be more patient. And then after a while, you were like, yeah, I can't be part of this anymore. This is too much. It's I don't know. It just gets crazy and like always trying to do
because
these edits.
all I'm seeing is like on the screen, like that's how people would look when they were walking and stuff. And I'm like, oh man, I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't.
What is this? No.
I can't do this anymore. I fixed it. I'll see you later.
Yep. And one of the things that drives me nuts, and I was having this problem yesterday a lot with the video that I posted last night, is that like when I'm editing, like when I press pause, it takes I counted. It takes 5 seconds after I click the pause button for it to actually happen.
Oh my.
So I always have to figure out where I want to do my cut and press pause 5 seconds before it happens
Wow.
for it to pause at the right point. And then I can make my edit. And then that takes 5 seconds. Like everything I click on in my editing thing takes 5 seconds, a full 5 seconds before it takes effect. So it gets
Wow.
extremely frustrating. And then I tried to fix it. I like cleared my cache and everything, which did help. But then this morning when I tried to log on, everything was because I deleted everything. So like I had to go back to Google and put my account and re-log into everything and start over. Ah! But it's all good.
Yep. Yep. Editing is not easy.
Nope.
I don't even know how, but I see what you go through and it's like I would suck at it, and on top of it, I don't know what I'm doing. It's like my videos would be so bad,
Right.
just be me
Well,
talking over stuff that was nonsense.
Do you think I should film my polling place? Yeah, internet God, that's
Absolutely.
a great idea.
Absolutely. Let us know how it goes. Please film. Yeah, bring the film back. We'll get it up for you.
You're
I mean,
right.
we'll put it up. We'll put the video up for you.
Yeah, of you getting arrested. Hey, this Graham guy, he said I could edit for you for a price. Here's the thing. The whole reason I got into all of this at all way back in the days because I love editing. I love it. It's just my software and my computer limitations. The editing itself, I love it. I love editing. Yeah, there you go. And don't forget, guys, too, there's always, at this point, the possibility that at the end of this month, I might be moving back up north and finally getting reunited, and it feels so good. Reunite with the children. Oh, man, I can't wait. That's going to be so much fun. So yeah, that'll be. But I'm obviously, if that ends up happening, I'm gonna probably need to take some time off at the end of the month for that. But yeah, it's all good. We're gonna film the poll in place. We're gonna get arrested. We're gonna cause a lot of trouble.
We'll bail you out if you get arrested.
Yeah. No, don't
bail
promise
you
that.
What? Why?
Because if they get arrested, then
Why? Well, as a group, gather up all the money. We have 40 people. We can do it.
yeah. But if they're dumb enough to actually do it, then I don't want to support that.
Well, how much would his bail be if he actually did it?
Well, yeah, I guess that's how the frauditors do it, right? I got arrested. Guys, send me money so I could get out of jail. And then they do. Ray just dropped my Cash App. There you go. Come on, guys. Hook me up with moving expenses. Let's go. But and bail in case I get arrested while I'm moving. That's how you do it. Got to hire a lawyer. Send me money. Oh, frauditors. Always. That's why I always say, like, there's no consequences to their actions, because if they get arrested, they just beg for the money for bail, and then that's it. They're all good. Frauditor Watch is going to audit a maximum security prison. All right, there you go.
No, he's not e-begging.
That's from that Graham guy. Everyone knows that they can't take him serious. Dude, you're the one who was just asking me for money to edit. I need to make it to pay you with.
I'm asking you for money? I never asked you for money.
Oh, Graham.
Oh, I'm like, I said you didn't have to pay me.
No, it was a joke. There he is.
I'm here, relax.
Here, relax, yeah. He says. What?
Yeah. He said, I'm here, relax.
Why is my microphone buzzing at me?
Frauditor Mania. Well, good morning. Second of all, where have you been?
Taking care of business. How dare you?
Make me worry about you. never make me worry about you.
Mm-mm.
What's going on with the microphone over there?
I don't know. Is it working? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
You just kind of sound weird.
Oh man. All right. How about Jack Nabbit sandwich sauce? Is that better?
Can you just talk normal?
Always.
I can talk normal. That don't mean it's gonna sound normal.
I could just talk in my normal voice all day, baby. All right.
I'm sorry. I'll turn off the echo. And I'll be happy all day long while I sing.
I don't know. It just sounds like something isn't the same. I just can't pinpoint it.
Well, that's this wire. I need this wire is giving. I don't know if it's the wire or the connection where I plug it in.
Or it's a loose nut that's, behind the microphone.
Hey,
Hey!
maybe I'll try this blue microphone.
Didn't the first place person want it?
Well, they had the option to choose it, but I didn't get an email saying give me the blue. So
Well, they
now
chose
it's
a
still up
voodoo
for
doll
grabs
instead.
maybe next month.
They chose a voodoo doll instead.
I don't think who did I even get a message from the grand prize winner yet?
I don't know. Let me see. I only saw one email on the channel, so I don't know. So you're supposed to email the channel, but
Oh,
most
it was
people are
Blackheart Night.
Blackheart Knight was the first place winner.
Yeah.
Oh. Did he email you? Or- No. I will see. I will email him later and see what he wants. I don't think he needs some.
Yeah. Yeah, I might have to plug this sucker in. I don't know.
Carl, are you okay?
What happened to Carl?
I don't know. He's
Did he
being
order
goofy.
squirrels?
He's making everybody laugh. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. We like to laugh every day. Hip, 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 hooray. Laughing
Penny,
at
the last time I won, it was the voodoo doll. And how long ago was that? So,
yeah.
It is rigged. It's rigged. Blackheart Knight wins damn near every month. Well, that's because he puts in a lot of
Entries, yeah.
entries, but if anybody understands math, because I certainly don't, but percentages of him winning go up if he has more entries.
Right, more entries. Your name's
But
on
if
there
he
more
can-
time.
Right, but usually he gets drawn right away because of the entries. He's the sheer amount he has, so that leaves first place for someone else. But
Right.
not this month.
No. All right, let me see something. Let's see.
I had an idea for your movie. How you said it would be sold out.
Yeah, how it might be. Yeah.
Well, you could go earlier and buy your ticket for later.
Oh.
You can just run over there and turn in your receipt and buy your ticket for later.
Right. Are these both on now? Hello.
Oh,
What?
I said, oh, you
Is
talked
it
right
working?
into that. Well, you sound
This
far
thing's
away.
working?
Yeah, it works, but you sound far away.
Oh, all right. Well, let me replace the placement of it then. How's that? Is that better? Lead better. Wherever he goes, we goes. It's so funky to be a spunky monkey. Kinda chunky, like a junkie monkey.
Okay, we'll just leave it. We'll fix it after.
Yeah, the show's almost over anyway, so it's all
But
good.
I had that idea about your movie ticket. Like you could go.
Go to the theater, get the ticket for the later show, and then go back later. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea at all.
Instead of waiting till later and then it's sold out, you can always just go and get. But I know you, like you said, you don't like to go when it just comes out, but it didn't. Came out over the weekend.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully everything will be copacetic. Do you like that word, copacetic?
Copacetic.
It's better than being copathetic like Frauditors.
Copacetic, yeah.
Yeah, I just invented that one. Is it a good one?
Hold on. He can't this time because he's got a receipt for a free ticket because the projector goofed up when he was seeing Oppenheimer, sorry.
Yes.
So he has to have the receipt to get the free ticket. He can't do it online because otherwise he does like a normal person. I don't know why you would call Hez normal on any day, though, no matter what he does. But okay. That's up to you, Parson. See? Does that look normal to you? I'm just teasing you. Excuse me. That snuck up on me. Speak, sir. This is your show. What are you doing? You're muted or something.
Sauce, sandwich, crab hammer, and the sauce.
What the heck is going on with you?
Gutterman.
Leave your mics alone. Where's your mom?
She's in the kitchen.
Tell her to tell you to leave your mics alone.
I'm sorry. She said to make sure I tell you to tell me to stop messing with my microphones, because if you say it, I'll listen.
What did she say? I didn't hear her.
She said, you don't do what I tell you. That's why I want you to leave and have her move in. Anyway.
I love your mom. She's so
yeah,
cute.
She's great. My mom's awesome. I love my mom.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Hezo Mom. This is what they give me. It's just one of these generic things, but the managers put her initials on it. That's how you know it's legit.
Yeah, you can't go online with those. Yeah, you can't go online with those. So
right, I have to
gotta
physically go to the theater and hand it to him. Because again, and this is like what I was saying, and you know, obviously, but because they're asking, like, the whole point is, like, I could just go and buy tickets online, yes, but because it looks very much like there's definitely a very good chance that I will be moving back home at the end of this month, and if that does end up happening, I'm going to need all the money I can get for moving expenses. So I'm trying not to spend anything unless I absolutely have to. Going out and seeing a movie is not something I absolutely have to do, you know? So there it is. There it is. That's the way I take care of my biz. Doing what's right every night and every day. Hip, 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 hooray. I'm dancing to the music in my head. You can't hear it, so I should probably sit still instead. All right, yes. And then hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to okay, you're back. I was
do you remember
but I know you don't like him. So.
Do you remember Back when you first started your show?
This show?
Yes. This
What,
one.
what about it?
And then you ran it for like how long? Like almost 2 years, right?
Yeah.
And I wasn't here.
Oh, you mean before you got here? Yeah.
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 You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Well, when you're literally not here and I do everything myself, then I do everything myself. Yeah.
Okay.
But when you are here, then my brain defaults to just mode.
Wow, I could do that to people, huh? I know. I'm
Well,
like,
no,
I make
it's
their
like you
brains
said.
melt for some reason. They're like, I guess my
Well, no,
stupid
it's like
rubs
if,
off.
if
Huh?
if you're trying to lift something heavy and you got like somebody helping you lift it, you say, okay, 1, 2, 3, and you both lift, right? And you do
Yeah.
that all day, every day. And then one day you got to lift it by yourself, but you're used to just that little light thing. And then, whoa, this thing's, and then you got to put your legs into it, really, like you can do it, but you got used to doing it with the help. So
I
that's all it
understand.
is.
I'm
Yeah,
just teasing you.
I
Too.
know. I'm just
God, don't take things so seriously, man. You need to smile more.
never. I'm Dr. Frowny Face. Everyone
Why
knows
are you so serious all the time about everything? I'm just joking. Do you know what I saw? This is pretty interesting. I saw it in the shorts. There's this woman who is embroidering a shirt. I'm sorry. You want me here, but then when I talk, you act like that. Anyway, chat. I saw this interesting thing in the shorts. This woman is taking all the stupid things that men have said to her friends, and she's embroidering it on shirts. It's hilarious. Yes, it's hilarious.
Well, what would you say if it was the opposite? If it was a guy putting all
I
this
would think it was
stuff he said to
hilarious.
girls?
I would think it was hilarious.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea. Like, I like one guy's like, I didn't say I was married. I am married. Because she asked him if he was married. So he's like, no. Because technically he is still married.
Right. It's not was.
Yeah. And so when she finally caught on, she's like, were you married? And he's like, I didn't say I was married. I said I wasn't. I still am married. So it's like she embroidered that on the shirt. Things like that men have said to her friends. So yeah. She's not putting their names on it.
Well, no. I get it. I
She's
get it. It's funny.
She's
You're
just
right.
putting the thing that they said on there. So
Right.
I think it's funny. And if it was the other way around, I would think it was equally funny. And you know that about me. I don't play sides like that. So
I was watching a short. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something where this girl like was doing the short, talking about. Yeah, I was just on a date the other day with a guy, and he seemed so cool and so nice and so great. We were talking, and he was like telling me like, yeah, like I think you're great, and I'm having a really great time on this date, and I know it's not your fault that you're not good looking, but you have no control over that. And it's like,
what? That's the you don't say the quiet part out loud. You know what I mean? You leave that in your head. There's things that you don't let out of here.
Right. It's like, I know you're ugly, but I still like you, even though you like.
That's amazing. You want to you scare small children when you go out, but I still like you. Isn't that amazing?
Right.
You just leave that here. Oh my God! Did no one teach her to have a filter?
Right.
Did she think he would take that? Like, thank you.
No, it was him saying it to her.
Oh, what? Yeah, did he think she'd be like, oh, thank you. People have been calling me, Quasimodo my entire life. I'm so glad somebody finally likes me for me. You like me. You really like me.
Right.
No, that's not how that's going to turn out, dude.
Nope.
That's going to get embroidered
Yes.
on a shirt.
Exactly. Oh man.
Oh my God. I wish I could remember the stupidest thing. Yeah, he is handsome. I agree. Ancient chart says that you're handsome.
Me?
Yeah.
Thank you
He
very much.
never believes that, though, Ancient. He never believes that. You can tell him until you're blue in the face that he's funny, he's smart, articulate, handsome, all of that. He'll never believe you. He will not. So, thank you. But
I can
hopefully
raise an
blue's your
eyebrow.
color.
I'll take credit for that.
Ancient, hopefully blue's your color because you'll turn blue tone before he'll believe you. Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. My hand itches.
But yeah, it's I wish I could remember the stupidest thing a dude has ever said to me. Probably, hi, my name is.
Slim Shady.
I never did well with the whole
I know the stupidest thing a guy ever said to me.
marriage dating thing. What? I
The
like your
stupidest thing a
wife.
guy ever said to me was, dude, Ario Speedwagon rocks harder than Rush. No, they don't. Not even close.
That's dumb, but it can't be the dumbest thing someone's ever said.
Yeah, no, I've heard dumber. I
You
do.
can forget Ray and all her cuteness. It's fine, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I do.
He can't be smart. He doesn't like Vegemite. What did
You
I
don't
miss?
like Vegemite, so you can't be all that smart. You don't like Vegemite.
I got it
He
right
likes
here.
good American food.
If anyone wants to PayPal or cash up me a couple $100, I'll eat
No,
the
I would
Vegemite for
never.
you.
Because even if I had the money, I wouldn't. I would just give you the money. I give you money to throw that crap away.
If anybody wants to pay me to throw away this Vegemite. Oh man. I hate him. REO sellouts, the Nickelback of the 80s. Yeah, man.
Oh, Nickelback.
But yeah, anyway, so I've told you this story before, Ray. When it comes to girls talking to you, probably one of the dumbest things that ever happened to me with a girl, and it wasn't necessarily like just this quote itself isn't that bad, but in context, what happened was, this was way, way long time ago, before people like Will were even born. I was dating this girl, and we got in this big fight, and she's like, swearing and going off and saying, "Get out of my house! Get the hell out of here! I don't want to look at you. You're making me sick. Get out of here! I don't want to look at your face." So I left, and when I got home, when I walked in the door, the phone was ringing. This was back before cell phones. That's why it was after I got home. So I answer the phone, and it's her crying. "Why did you leave?"
She asked you to leave.
But I'm supposed to know that they don't actually mean that. Don't you understand that I was just upset? But what I really needed was for you to stay.
No, see, that's somebody who plays games. I don't play that. Nope. If somebody did that to me, if some dude did that to me, that'd been the last time I left their house. Because if they called me up like that and said, "Why'd you leave?" You told me to leave. You screamed at me to leave.
Yes.
She couldn't stand my face. I'm not staying where I'm not wanted.
Yep.
And then to find out I wasn't supposed. No, I don't play that kind of stuff. That's just confusing head games. I never like that stuff. That's just stupid. It's really
And
dumb.
honestly, I think that was one of my problems just in general. Like, because, all right, bye, Ancient Shark. Great to see you as
Bye.
always.
Have a good day.
Yes. But
Thank you, Carrie.
that was one of the things too that I think because I was so young when that happened, that kind of helped form this idea in my head like, oh, so when women talk to you, you have to try and figure out, like, you couldn't take anything they said at face value. And
No, not true.
right,
Not true. Not true. Not all women play those games. Okay, I know
right,
there's a lot of them who do. A lot of men who play games too. It's equal. In my book, it's equal. You know, we all play them, but I don't. There's a lot of women who do not play games. When we say something, we mean it.
right,
Like, leave me alone means leave me alone.
right,
So, you know, because we need space. A lot of women need space when they're upset. We're not all clingy and, you know,
right,
crazy like we're portrayed, you know.
right,
So she taught you the wrong thing basically by doing that to you. So
right.
that's why games are not good. Teaches people the wrong thing. Hey, te quiero get. Oh, did I actually say that right? Did it just pop out?
PK, oh, it's
Te quiero. Now I can't because you forget it. Maybe I got it out once in my life, and that'll be the last time, and that's it.
right. That's narcissistic gaslighting.
Exactly.
Yep.
See, Carrie is probably another one that doesn't play those stupid games.
Yep.
Women, they do these things. Well, Frauditor Mania, they shouldn't. Well, you should not ever put up with somebody who's doing those things if they are. Anybody. Yeah, but I thought I said it close to right there. I thought I got a little bit close. Come on, man.
Just call him Tequila.
Right, Lisa? Right. Honest, expect the same of others.
Right.
Around the wrong women, then, yep. You are all worth more than that. Men, women, you're all worth more than somebody treating you with nothing but head games and gaslighting. Look what poor has walked around thinking for years that, you know, when women said something, they meant the opposite. You know?
And especially in those types of situations, like,
Yeah.
because of that, it was always like you said, if a woman would say, go away, leave me alone, in my head I'm like, oh, okay, she's trying to tell me that that's exactly what she doesn't want me to do right now.
No. A lot of
And
women,
end up
when they
just
say,
pissing them
please
off
leave me
even more.
alone, I need space. That's what they mean. That
Right.
women, some women actually say what they mean. It's not all games with a lot of women. You know, I just can't stand that shit. I never could. That's why I never did well with the dating shit, you know, and all that. Plus I'm not good at flirting. I never was. I'm very socially, believe it or not, I'm very socially awkward, introverted. You know that. It's like,
Yeah.
this took me a long time to be able to do. And so when somebody would flirt with me, they'd come up to me and do all the normal flirting stuff. I wouldn't even realize it. And then if somebody told me, oh, they're flirting with you, and I'm just like, are you for real? So then I'd go back and talk to them, and they'd be flirting again, and I'm like, yeah, I like Brett. You know, and something stupid like that would pop out of my mouth.
Right.
And then I have to run away and go hide somewhere because it's like, I can't believe I just said I like Brett.
That's funny because that's exactly the kind of thing that I had to deal with all the time. Like, and I'll never forget, there was one time that, like, when I was in college, there was this one girl that I was talking to all the time. And like later on, like I was talking to some other, like a friend of mine that's a girl, and I was telling her the story about this girl that I was in class with, and she was like, "Are you stupid?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "The story you just told me, everything you said that she did, like that's a true story. What you just said." I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm just telling you a story." She's like, "That girl was flirting with you. She was basically begging you to ask her out, you idiot." And I'm like, "What? She was? You think so?" "Yes, you dummy." Like, I never picked up on it. No idea.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm the same way. I have no clue. I'm just like having what I'm thinking is a normal conversation. I mean, awkward, albeit normal, because I'm very awkward. I can't,
Right,
if it's a female, I do great. I could talk to them all day long,
right,
but men, I'm just like, oh, why are they talking to me?
right, right,
Do you mean to be talking to this person that I'm talking to? Because I think maybe you're using me to talk to them. That's what I would
right.
always think. But I can't, like, it's so awkward for me that I just don't, I never know when somebody's flirting like you. It's like, I'll walk away from somebody and they'll be like, they were flirting with you, right? I'm like, no, they weren't. Why would they be?
Right,
It never occurs to me, and I'm just
right.
like, so I end up saying something incredibly stupid when I know it and I have to talk to them again.
Right,
Incredibly stupid.
right.
I'm sure if somebody were embroidering incredibly stupid things that people have said while flirting, half of their shirts would be of things I've said.
Right. Oh, well. So on that note, we've been here for about 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's about time to wrap it up. I'm enjoying these Tuesday shows. Guys, let us know what you think. I like just hanging out and chatting and having fun talking. Um, I think Hez flirts with me by forgetting who I am all the time. That's right. That's right.
He's
We
playing
love
hard
you.
to get, Graham. That's what it is. He's playing hard to get.
All right. Any last words, Ray?
I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Even you, Will. You didn't show up till last minute. I love you guys. Be careful, whatever you do today, and have fun. Okay? It's most important. Have fun.
Yes.
See you guys later. I love you.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for joining us. As always, at the end of the show, let me go ahead and get the background music going. Thank you guys for joining us. Always a good time. Love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. All pick up.
I was late. I was having computer problems. Hard drive? No, the commute was fine. It was my laptop.
Teslas don't have a new car smell. They have Elon Musk.
What does a Chick-fil-A worker and the 49ers have in common? They don't show up on Sundays. Oh.
Is Google a man or a woman?
A woman, because it never lets you finish a sentence without making a suggestion.
I asked my friend Sam to sing a song about the iPhone. And then Sam sung.
My wife was furious about my revolving chair purchase. Then she sat on it. Eventually, she came around.
An apple a day keeps the doctors away. At least if you throw it hard enough. What do you call a nun who sleepwalks?
A Roman Catholic.
My wife is dead.
That's the wrong one.
Hold on, I got something to say. Or are you going to mine? Can I go?
Go for it.
My wife is dead.
Okay.
Is that funny? Is there something funny about this?
No.
Can I confide in somebody?
Yeah.
And everyone online?
Sorry.
Thank you. My wife is dead. Unreal. This is the first couple million people I tell, and you guys are laughing.
Sorry, go for it.
Thank you. It's a hard topic for him.
Go for it.
All right. My wife is dead. Okay.